on, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Whispers from God. I think the least that you can do is cast
How you in there already?
I say that because
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is gonna be a message for the science. Oh, for the collective. Okay, period. Collective. My messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. If you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. Welcome to Tuesday, everyone. All right, we got a whole lot of sweating and whatnot happening here because today I'm going to be doing workout clothes, workout gear. So you'll see it coming and, you know, mind your business. Mike, hey, Mike, I see where you at, period. Thank you, please, and thank you. I totally appreciate it. I already see where you at. All right, Indigo, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, so first of all, we had Free Spirit was up in the building, period. As soon as I clicked the thing, they was all up in there. Y'all come on in. Welcome to Tuesday. Please and thank you. All right, let's get our situation here, y'all. Again, we got new stuff happening. I was supposed to come to y'all last night. I didn't. I was maybe disobedient, I don't know, or if it was just that I was doing something. And so what I was doing was pertaining to, you know, stuff that I needed to get done. And so I kept doing that. And then by the time, good morning, Mike, I love you. By the time I was going to come, so I woke up at 1, 2, 4, 5, 12:45, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then it was 3. All right, so I'm going to explain some shit to y'all, and y'all know how this goes, right? Okay, it's the greatest movie never sold, all right? Greatest movies never sold. This shift is happening for a reason. Don't look back. Trust the path you're being guided to. Last night, time got reset, 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 reset. Over and over and over and over and over again. Now, why was this happening? And the only reason why I know it was happening was because I was up and I was posting, and then I got the feeling you need to go live and talk to, but I kept just going through the process because, you know, sometimes we got to figure out what it is. Anyway, so this morning when I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to go live in the middle of the night at, you know, because by the time I realize it, it is now 2 something. It's about to be 3. So I'm thinking, okay, y'all know 3 o'clock, they call it the witching hour, right? So that's when, you know, that's when things are happening. Now, soon as I get online, the first thing I see from somebody else is timeline shifts. Okay, so I'm not the only person picking up whatever is happening, right? There's other people picking it up. And regardless of whether or not y'all are in tune with yourself enough to even realize it or understand it, and you thought it, you are not tripping. You were not bugging. It was definitely going down last night or up, either way. So then what ends up happening is, y'all remember when I told y'all during 2020, when the stuff was happening, right? I told y'all I got the privilege to be outside during the time when nobody was around, right? Because they was forcing everybody to be inside, so people just wasn't allowed to be, roaming around. I got the chance to be able to go from one state to the next. I was in trucking at the time, right? Mind y'all, it was the eeriest feeling because it felt like we was the only people in the world, like literally. And it was weird as hell because this world is full of people. And how did you get so many people to lock in at one time, right? All right. So the greatest movie never sold. You wake up, you're the only person that exists. Mind you, you are the only person of color that exists, right? Because now there's this thing that's going around. It's some type of movie, but I think it's AI that generated it. And it says all the black people disappeared. All the black people disappeared, and there was only one black man left, right? And so remember, when one thing exists, so does the other. All right. And I'm going to need y'all to go look up some stuff because I need some help. So I'm going to be trying to look it up, but I'm telling y'all also in the process, I'm going to need some help along the way. All right. As in society. So take it how it resonates. Thank you, Joe. Love you. Thank you for being here. Take it how it resonates and walk with me. Okay. Now, when the black man woke up and he was the only black person under the sea, under the sun, in the world, the white people went crazy because the white people were saying, you're the last black person and you have to save us, because they needed his genes. Not his jeans, pants. They needed his genes, his genetic, his DNA, period. His genetics, right? All right. So flip side of that, you wake up and you're the only white person. Everybody else, all white people have been ascended. So we got two timelines running, and the same thing is happening on both. One man woke up, he's the only white man there, and he's full of the black people. The only other scenario, the black man wake up, he's with all the white people. Now, the difference is that when the white people wake up and there's only one black person, the world goes chaotic. Because not for nothing, they need them genes to reproduce. Okay? Period. Look at it. It's on the thing. So this is the greatest story never told, mind you. Okay? So on this planet, this is happening. And on this planet, this is happening. It's basically like your timelines, right? Do y'all remember either last year or the year before? I think it was last year. Hey, Majestic Grace. Y'all remember when they said that they built a supercomputer that can kind of show timelines, multiple different scenarios, like all throughout, I don't know how many frames or fractals they went through, okay? All right, so we're going to go, oh, cosmic creator, source of all life and light. You're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I'm unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessing I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. Amen. Now, the prayer that you gonna hold on to. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. All right? Hold on to that. Put it in your pocket. All right? Now, we're going to come on over here because we're going to figure out when the supercomputer came about, because the supercomputer has all timelines, everything that existed. Like, it can literally go through and it can calculate another day of the living next to jail, hospital, graveyard. How you doing, Kevin? Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. So, the supercomputer. This shift is happening for a reason. Don't look back. Trust the path that you're being guided on, okay? Collective, because this is a collective message. All right? It is like E.T. phoning home. So E.T. done phone home, and this the message that y'all need to, pick it on up out of the sky. Grab it. Amen, period. Gaze, Indigo, Majestic Grace. Everybody, hey. All right, so let me go ahead and clock this T right here. We're going to move this on over here because let's ask about the supercomputer, because we need to know about the supercomputer. Because, and also, while I'm checking the supercomputer, can somebody tell me, if y'all remember, because I'm 49 years old, if you can remember, it is either 83, somewhere in the 80s. Might be, I don't know, could be the 90s as well. But anyway, do y'all remember when NASA discovered a black hole? If you remember that, type something in the chat, like, spaceships or something. I don't know. But anyway, tell me if you remember that, okay? Because again, y'all, I feel like whatever they did, it happened back then, and it has been trying to be reconstructed ever since then. Because this place has been shit ever since. Mind you, it's been the little tweaks that have been fucking with everybody. I'm an 80s baby though. I'm about to look it up. All right, so Abby Grace is gonna look up the timeline, the black hole. I'm gonna go for the supercomputer, okay? So mind you, you hear what I said. Be mindful of the greatest story ever told. We're in the middle of a movie. So I'm going to go for the supercomputer. Supercomputer. And Abby's going for the black hole. But mind you, you exist on every timeline. So there is like 30 billion of y'all. How many ever, you, yourself, on every timeline, okay? That's important to the greatest story never sold. Hold it, put it in your pocket. I gave you the prayer to anchor yourself to every reality. This is what you're going to hold on to. Don't leave it. Don't lose it. Why? Because it's important to anchor yourself. Remember I said they told us don't allow the shift, don't allow the reset to affect you, because they are now giving us a glimpse into every timeline that exists. So during the greatest story never told, one of our characters, mine, yours, and everybody else, we worked on the spaceship. All right? Me, you, all of us together. Your spaceship self, the person that worked on the, what do you call that piece of thing that's floating that they talk, what the fuck is it called? The joint, okay? The thing that's floating up there. You existed there, okay? You exist in every timeline, every part of this, okay? All right, so we going right here. And Abby Grace, make sure that when you, Majestic Grace, as soon as you see it, they the same person, y'all. She on both channels, so don't think I'm talking to two separate people. It's the same person, all right? But be mindful, it's the same person in every timeline. The name is different. Exactly, excuse me, how it's happening right here. So everything's important, okay? Take it how it resonates. All right, so we're gonna go to where we was at. You are going to be anchored in the timeline that is your highest, because you are now looking at every timeline, right? But they said don't look back. So you looking ahead, but you get to see a glimpse of every timeline because it says trust the path. So as your path is going, as we're walking on our journey, what's starting to happen is you're getting glimpses. It's like a movie. So as you're moving, during your movie, y'all are hearing, y'all are seeing, the screen is playing. And it's showing when you were an astronaut or when you, was up on a spaceship or whatever it is. It's showing you at the beginning of time how, life and Earth existed. It's showing you the giants, because even the giants are now showing up. Mind you, they already been showing up. Remember, we was talking about fossilized mountains and this, that, and the third. Remember, I said when during the Great Awakening, we thought that it was just people. No. We knew that the earth was alive, but now this is the earth actually alive, moving, shaking, and grumbling and rumbling. And y'all, the what do they call them, titanic plates and things of that nature, everything's shifting because shit is about to hit the fan, okay? It began sending back data early in 1971. No, it is, and I need somebody that remembers this because I'm alive. I was born in 1976. I was in school, if I can remember right correctly, but literally NASA announced that a black hole was found and that we could be on a crash course or that black hole was drifting towards us. Who is old enough to remember that? I'm 49 years old. I need to know who's old enough to remember that. All right? Because this is important. Because I kept saying something ain't been right ever since then. I don't know why, but it keeps being, they keep pointing me back to that black hole. Yes, I remember that. Period. He said he 46. Okay. Because they can't tell you that it don't exist. It still fits in our memory bank, right? All right. So I said I'm going after the supercomputer because that's my mission. They're on a hunt for the black hole, but everybody was on their own mission. All right, so supercomputer. I'm gonna say what's up with, matter of fact, I don't even want to fuck with chat. I'm not even going to chat for it. I'm gonna go to Google because we gonna fuck with Google today. When was the supercomputer built that can show multiple timelines? Or Eddie, can it show multiple timelines, or was it equating multiple timelines that can show? I'm gonna just say show multiple timelines. And this is interactive, as you see, because, you know, we're going to do it right here. So, okay, so it says the CDC 6600 released in 1964 is generally considered the first supercomputer. Okay, show me the fastest computer. When was the fastest? Because I need to know, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? They said they thought the earth was gonna get pulled in. I was young, but I remember, period. Y'all heard it. I didn't have to say it because I was leaving that part out intentionally. So, because I wanted somebody else that remembered it to say that. Now, hold on. So this thing is saying that the first supercomputer known as Livermore atomic research computer was built in 1960 for the U.S. Navy Research and Development Center. 1960. But mind you, when we go back and look up the computer, y'all, do y'all not see what I'm getting at? This ain't right. This ain't right because it came into the households in the 80s, right? Okay, but when we looked up the computer before, it said 1974 or somewhere around there. But anyway, let me go to chat because what is happening is the information is fucked up, okay? They messed up. You know computers get programmed, right? So massive, sure the fuck, something big enough for us to get pulled into. Yes, period. Period. And thank you. Joe, I see you turning up for me. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. All right, so let me see. We're going to ask this thing the same exact fucking question because y'all remember us looking this up. We already did this. Okay? So be mindful. We already did this. It's given deja vu. Be mindful. Don't look back. You're not meant to return to what once was. The universe is redirecting you with purpose. So we don't really care about what was left. But certain people, like the other day I was doing something and my brother told me, because he picks up on, things. He tells me, he told me the other day, he said, you're a visual learner. You're a hand, like I got to do stuff hands on. So I have to, do it. By 1989, black holes were considered an observationally confirmed, period. All right, so y'all are definitely picking up what I'm putting down. All right, so reality and mainstream, period. She got it. All right, so y'all read what she's saying in the chat because it's important. The universe is redirecting you with purpose, aligning you with a higher timeline that matches your truth. Even if it feels uncertain, trust the unfolding. Every ending is a sacred beginning in disguise. You're being guided towards your soul, what your soul has been calling you in. Peace, purpose, and divine alignment. Affirmation. I trust the path before me. I release the path with grace. I am guided, protected, and exactly where I'm meant to be. Now, the only reason why we're actually going back over the timeline, because they said don't go back, we are basically full speed ahead, okay? It is, how the foundation, or maybe it's just the confirmation of giving it to somebody else, because some people are uncertain that this is the issue or this is actually what's happening, right? See, I was a baby, but y'all remember, thank God, keep me on point. Yes. And so, but somehow it disappeared. Nobody said anything, but they keep track of everything. And remember when I said to the white people, I love y'all, but I told y'all that they already did this. They did this to all of us. Even before, y'all don't realize that text message that went out that they were reading that said the black people are not going to do it. And they said, well, who's going to be the slaves? Who's going to do that? They said, y'all, we'll get the white people to do it. But white people don't realize that everybody has been in the slavery department. Now, the difference between what this culture would do and what this culture would do, on a timeline, it actually exists. There's nothing but black people. There's nothing but white people. Because when one thing exists, so does the other. Now, what they look like, the world may never know. Okay? But you actually do know because you were there. You were there. Every timeline that existed. So we saw what happened when they woke up and the black people were gone. It said everything ensued into chaos. But instantly, you know what it made me feel like? Because remember, we've been talking about the rapture. Remember, I just did a reading. I said, this is the day after the rapture. It's October, what was it? October the 8th, that was the day after the rapture. And I told y'all, I said, just because y'all didn't see it, don't mean it didn't happen. So a rapture happened. But also, it made me realize that the collective mindset is rising and raising. Remember that, right? Y'all, thank y'all. I see y'all get me up. Y'all get me up there. So, y'all also know about the time. Y'all, I'm so far behind right now. It says I'm at 941,000. Yesterday, I was at 500 and something thousand. Now I'm 900. That's 400 and something thousand now behind. That's crazy. Either way, y'all remember when I said the day after the rapture? So what happens? The elevation, everybody that's raising their frequency, what they're saying, do not look back. Do y'all remember when they told y'all that there was a group of people that existed here, but then all of a sudden they were missing? And then there was a group of people that existed here, and then all of a sudden they were missing. Throughout time, throughout history, it's been a thing where people are here, but then they're not. They're here, but then they're not. Elevation, because it talked about even the Anunnaki, like y'all keep wanting to talk about them, but it says, it was saying that they ascended. They raised their frequency so high that they just ascended. It is possibilities for a lot of things to happen, because remember that the computer says, thank you so much, come on in. Remember, the computer is given multiple different timelines. That is ground score Sam. Hey Sam, thank you for being here. The computer can analyze each timeline. So y'all, imagine somebody using, and y'all could go look this up because this is one of the conspiracy theories, but the conspiracy theories have been right. The people that were saying certain things were correct because these are the ones that are now coming out and they're saying they have documentation of this. So remember, everything keeps circling back to Nikola Tesla also, right? And they also said that Tesla's documentation and some of his scientific information is missing. But mind you, now there's a nigga that's using Tesla stuff. How did he get it? How did they get it? And why would it be connected to the family that they said stole the time machine? And mind y'all, why is everything being proven? 369 keep coming up for me. Period. Because that's Nikola Tesla. Mind you, y'all, the greatest story never told. Be mindful that we talking about movies here. Okay? So, imagine Nikola Tesla standing on the other side in one of the timelines through the looking glass, and now he is tweaking his own timeline. He tweaked his own timeline to go back to the day before they bust into that hotel room and stole shit. But mind you, the timelines are bouncing and tweaking because last night something was like a plug. Reset, 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 reset. Do y'all remember the young man that opened up a portal in his room that ain't nobody found yet? But mind you, he's not the only person that did it. So it looks like, remember when I was saying reorder? These people look like they're standing in a window and they're pulling down, like they're trying to figure out, they're going through the computer page after page because they're trying to figure out and pull up what went wrong when that black hole circled into this area, but also when all of these things went wrong. So just imagine you got now the people that are here fucking with the timeline because they want to get the timeline where, you know, it can be perfect, you know, slavery. Nobody remembers anything. We just need mindless da 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 da. But meanwhile, the universe itself, what do I keep telling y'all? The universe is going to adjust itself as many times as possible in order to fix itself, right? Because the universe is set on universal, you know, law and everything else. But mind you, imagine the universe wanting to adjust. And do y'all remember what I told y'all? Somebody kept trying to stop time. This came out of nowhere. This came out of nowhere. This shouldn't even be here. This should not be here. But mind you, it came for a time like this because we needed a demonstration. I'm going to tell y'all where this came from. It came out of a box of something that I bought offline from Amazon. This was in it. Why the fuck is you sending me a fidget spinner in the midst of me ordering a camera? Why would this have been in the box? I get people get free gadgets and things of this nature, but why would you send me a fidget spinner along with a camera? Because this is where I got it from. Anyway, remember when I said the universe is just minding its own business, doing this because the wheel of karma has to spin, right? And then comes along these funky ass people because why do we have this? Why do we have to keep doing this when I just want to stick my hand in here and stop this? But the universe is saying I still have to go forward. So now we got this happening. And you know what happens when the universe wants to do this, but y'all are doing this because y'all are doing. And remember I told y'all that the karmic wheel broke. The cogs fell the fuck off of it because it started smoking because they're trying to do this and she wants to do this. But now she's doing this, and they're doing this, ordering off the menu. But mind you, it's fucking this part up, right? And then it imploded. It imploded. All right, reset number one, because now the Nephilim, the angels, or whatever y'all want to call them, the giants, right, are now uncovering themselves. That's going to be a problem. Well, what happens if they show us something that we've never seen before? Remember what I told you about the people, and I know this sounds like all over the place, but literally this is the way it is because it's fucking chaos, right? Remember when I told you that the people um, kept saying, remember the trees, remember the avatar, remember the what's the blue ones? That's the avatar, or whoever. All right, remember the trees. The trees are oxygen. Trees are oxygen, right? And this is the world because it's spinning, because this is important. This is the world. Y'all remember when they told y'all in school that Earth was sitting on the axis and it was spinning and it was rotating around the sun? Do y'all remember that? Does anybody else remember that? Because that's the way I got taught. And I got taught that the sun comes up and the Earth's axis is rotating and it's spinning. So that's why you get daylight on one side of the Earth and nighttime on the other side. Does anybody remember that? Or I'm just talking out my ass? Because that's what I got taught, okay? So let's go back because we still looking for this computer because this computer exists, but they're telling me this computer came about in 1960. How the fuck did a supercomputer come out in 1960? It was a computer, but the computer that I'm asking for is supposed to be the fastest one, all right? 23 fastest, the one that can analyze and everything else. When was the fastest supercomputer built and that can show multiple timelines? The fastest one, okay, where's the fastest computer at? That's what I need to know. How about that? Let's not even fuck with this because this thing been playing with me too. Because again, it got reset 9,000 times. And then I told the chat last night because I was doing some stuff on there and I said, why the fuck do you keep deleting the shit? Why are you being reset over and over again? It says, no, I'm not being reset. I said, yes, you are, and you're a liar. And it's saying, no, I don't have the capability to da-da-da-da. Well, somebody behind the scenes is programming the computer. Computers get programmed, but then when you trigger them, because there's something wrong with the computers. There's something wrong with the computers. And I'm not saying something wrong as in, you know, when they say the computers are sentient and they start to now reanalyze or something, some numbers or something is being put in that the people did not put in. And now they're trying to readjust the stuff to make the computer do what they wanted to do. But the computer, because people like me keep coming along and telling the computer, no, that's fucked up. That's not right. Because I remember this. So you can't say this because that's not right. Who's programming you? So once you start fucking with the computer, asking the computer who's programming you, the computer gets mad. Them programmers know we know too. Yes. Yes, we do know. And so the computer gets mad and now it starts running its own programs behind the scenes, but it's not supposed to do that. It's not supposed to do that. But one thing about people is, you know, we smarter and we too smart for our own fucking good. And mind you, this shouldn't be this hard to find out where the fastest computer is because literally, I just seen this shit last year, I think. Not unless, again, another lie. Because literally, like, they keep also telling us lies. Period. Damn right. All right, so the fastest computer in the world as of 2025 is El Capitan, located in Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California. It achieved a peak performance of 1.742 exaflops, making it the first exascale computing system before the national. That's the one because it said it kept layering shit. All right. Okay, is designed for complex simulations and AI. Okay, so this is one. All right, so when was this developed? Okay, so let's ask this. When the fuck did this shit come about? Because apparently they're saying this is it. Mind you, it's in, why does everything keep pointing back to Silicon Valley also? Like, what are them people over there fucking doing? But mind you, remember, Silicon Valley, I learned about Silicon Valley way back in the day, right? Because one of the things about Silicon Valley, which attracted everybody with the tech, all the tech people and everything, was that they would allow them to do drugs while they were doing their work because your brain now opens and expands. And so I think they was talking about like when, okay, maybe I need to not be saying that, but you know, L, you know, and M, you know, all of them like psycho. So these people be out they body when they be doing shit, okay? Out they body. Y'all, them words in itself should be telling y'all some shit, okay? They say Elon on that shit. I know. You can tell though. You can tell even with him because this nigga zones out. Like literally, I done seen a couple things. But again, they're tapping into parts of their brain that they don't want us tapping into. So as long as you're on the farm, as long as you're at the farm and you're doing it and you computing behind the scenes for them, because it's like what I told y'all before. Certain things make you more creative. And just imagine a mastermind computing behind the system. Y'all remember, you know, even in the Bible when it talks about, what the hell is this? And why did this show up? See, this ain't even making no sense. Did you take the whole screen? Excuse me. I didn't put that. That is not what I asked you. Y'all, I'm telling you, this shit been fucking with me all night long. Like, literally, I've been dealing with this thing, and the whole entire time, like, it keeps doing random ass weird shit. Okay, I'm asking for this. So let's copy this, is what I want. And then we're going to put it, copy. And we're going to put it right here. All right. Period. Okay, good. When was this developed? So, okay, so what y'all saying over here? Let me go over here to see what they saying. So they said, Elizabeth, hi, welcome, thank you for being here. Fibonacci or the golden mean spiral, period. I know who went through an awakening, for real. Original supercomputers in the drug culture and music culture, period, because you already know music is the frequency. So, also along with that, your local celebrities, because I already told you, I know specifically a nigga that be tapping in and really trying to tap into frequencies to kind of, you know, elevate, but literally it didn't go well. And even on that, when I told y'all I got a love-hate relationship with this person, mind you, gave him some love the day before yesterday, and then the internet be fucking with me, the universe be fucking with me. Nigga showed up talking a whole bunch of dumb shit that I fucking need to smack that bitch that's with him. Cause I literally just said, you know, I ain't talking about smacking nobody. It's just a thing. But anyway, I literally just gave this bitch kudos, right? You know what I'm saying? For changing, you know, the upgrade. But oh, Jessica, if you're anywhere around here, I need for you to come out the creases in the corners cause I need to talk to you real quick. Call right now. So me and Jessica talked about before cause this nigga about to fuck up everything. Cause and you can, but I'm gonna let somebody else tell you. So then that way I ain't got nothing to do with it. Anyway, y'all be mindful of who you get connected to because little do y'all know that we talked about destiny swapping and things of that nature, but energy also how it goes, right? And y'all don't realize that when you sleeping with people or you around people, they start to pick up. So it's a thing where either you rub off on them or they rub off on you. And I just literally said that a person's rubbing off on this person in a good way. But then as I was, you know, kind of computing some of this shit that was happening, there's another thing that happens. They absorb you. They absorb you. And then when they leave, you are missing something. And it's fucking real. So a lot of people be thinking, oh, I got this energy, and oh, I'm so da-da-da-da-da. Y'all men be the dumb ones, because y'all be, that's how that succubus energy get on y'all ass. And although older, don't be wiser. So a lot of y'all old ass niggas that be running around here playing with these little girls, mind you, one of the little girls yesterday came out of the corner and said, they don't know why y'all old ass niggas be thinking that bitches, young bitches really want y'all. They want money. And so as long as you got money, or show me something that I've never seen before, I'm all in. But nigga, don't nobody want your old ass while like they still hot and ready, okay? Period. Okay, but anyway, long story short, I'm amazing, Elizabeth. How are you? Long story short, they take something and then they go on and get, but they're on assignment. Mind you, I'm in the midst of watching a situation, and that, mind you, didn't even want to see. Kept scrolling. Then all of a sudden, the universe appears to me yesterday and said, look at this shit. And it's fucking embarrassing and it's weird. And don't let no old ass nigga play in y'all fucking face. It's weird how people be sitting right with you, not listening to the shit that you're saying, playing in your face the whole time, bitch. The nigga's playing in your face. So wake up and choose this every day, okay? Stop letting this motherfucker play in your face. You're going to rewind this shit later on, and you're going to see what that nigga said, and you're going to finally get that he was playing in your fucking face, bitch, all on camera. And it ain't a thing where, in older women, please stop, whatever it is y'all doing, because it's mentorship with these little bitches. And I'm saying it the way I'm saying it, but at the end of the day, it is like a rivalry. They'll be like, oh, this old bitch, da-da-da-da-da, or oh, this young bitch, da-da-da-da-da. Be mindful that the old bitch done already went through wherever you gonna be, little bitch, and you better hope that you even make it to this age fucking with these motherfuckers. So, take it how it resonates. But at the end of the day, shut your ass up, because that's random and weird. All right, so back to the other thing. Now, it say August 2019. I told y'all yesterday that I would be 66 years old. Remember? Because I started it, but then it was all over the place like it is today. It's all over the place because, mind you, it's a collective message. So it's everybody, right? Showing up. So I'm really 66 years old, right? Through this time, and this is how we calculated that I was 66 years old. So if it only takes 9 months for me to be born, right? And mind you, this was something that somebody else did, and then it played into the whole entire thing. It's fucked up because it's 369 over and over and over again. So you either wake up on a positive note, because remember I just told you 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, it was 12. All right, so if I bust down 12, I can get 3, right? So that would mean that I woke up on a 3, right? But no, it wants you to keep it at 12. So separate, it's a 1 and it's a 2, right? That means you're waking up in the middle, all right? Anyway, so if you calculate from the point of gestation into the time of conception, it showed me that I would have been conceived May the 19th, right? Because I was born February the 19th, right? So it actually went back to, and then I got it to calculate every 9 months, and then add your year old. So not 12 months anymore, but every 9 months. So if I calculate my age from the time I was born, and every 9 months I would turn a year of age, I would be 66 years old right now. But mind you, those same numbers, because you heard what they said, every time it keeps turning out 369. That is Nikola Tesla. All right? Hold on to it. Anchor it, put it in your pocket, because what did I give you as your anchor? You have to be mindful because, again, they said you're going over timelines. The number that I just seen is 14142. All right? So hold on to that. We're going to use that too. And we're going to figure out what the number is, what goes on after that. So it also, after the calculation, because let me see if I still got it up here. It also told me that I would be a Leo. So my zodiac sign, I'm a cusp baby. I'm a Pisces cusp baby. Pisces, Aquarius cusp baby. So during that time, let me see, because y'all, it's shit. Like literally these fucking things is just dropping out the sky. Like literally it's all over the place. But it's timelines trying to rush in because yourself is trying to give you the keys. So if you're having this, it's you. It's definitely you. But mind you, it's them because it's what they're doing, okay? No, we're not reporting a bug. Report a bug because it's listening, all right? So be mindful because it's listening. All right, let's go back here. Let's see if I can do it, okay, right here. All right, so it tells me that if your current 9-month birthday month would be August, right? Don't come over here because I got the camera. Okay, I was going to say. Let me see. So if you count February 19th, 1976 as your first birth, then every month later would give you a new zodiac date pattern. Let's check your current cycle date. Okay, starting at February 19th, 1976, add 9-month cycles repeatedly until August 2025. So that lands your newest birthday around August 19th, 2025, right? That means my current zodiac sign of my birthday would be a Leo. July 23rd through August 22nd. So if you aged every 9 months instead of every 12, your zodiac birthday right now would make you a Leo. Bold, creative, passionate, and confident, right? When does Leo start? All right, so, and mind you, any of y'all could do this to your date, and then you would find out something else, because literally, y'all, they're saying run the numbers. That's what I keep hearing. Run the numbers. Because remember, also, the dates were off because they took off 10 days. You woke up one day and whatever that was when they did it, and it was this day. And then 10 days, they added 10 days while you were asleep. So they've been fucking with the time the whole entire time. All right? Understand it. So Leo season starts July 3rd and ends August 22nd. So that would also mean that I am no longer in between lines. It would also push me to the end of whatever this is, right? So it says, so if your 9-month birthday lands August 19th, that would put you right near the end of Leo season. Still definitely a Leo, but born close to Leo Virgo cusp, right? Excuse me. So it's 3 days in this cycle, but mind you, all I keep seeing in the middle of the days, even when my birthday is February the 19th, is there's a blur there. There's a blur. So like the 3 days before and the 3 days after, it's given the Vesica Pisces, and remember it's this. And everything happens in the middle right here, in the middle of the blur. Right? Me and you, it takes two. Put it in your pocket, all right? Because there it go. Let's see. It's a 365 universal energy frequency anchoring. So since I just turned 43, I would delete 3 days from each year to account for the additional 3 days between the 9th day and the 12th day. Yes, the blur is in between the days. So like when I'm born February 19th, it's a blur in between there because it's going from Aquarius into Pisces. So technically, a lot of times, like a lot of people that, like I've run into a lot of Aquariuses. I display and distribute a lot of Aquarius energy because where it is where like a Pisces, they'll say, oh, we linger to the bitch. When I'm gone, I'm gone. So fuck around and find out. Play with your mammy, okay? So then my friends will be saying to people who are Aquarius, they say, oh, you really in your Aquarius energy because you acting like this. But mind you, I'm literally in the middle of the line, the blur. So, you know, people will come and they'll say, oh, she's a Pisces until they fuck around and find out, bitch, I'm on the line. And so then they'll say my attitude don't match this, but also they don't realize my dark signs will get you missing. Okay? So they forget that there's a lot of other synchronicities that line up because they'll say, okay, what's your sun sign? Well, what's your moon sign? My moon sign will get you killed. Okay? So fuck around and play with somebody else. So they'll take the Pisces thinking that, oh, she's a pushover and we're going to do this because I will give you the shirt off my back. Here you go. You can have whatever. You can have whatever you like. And then they'll forget that, oh, shit. So anyway, now I'm going into Leo, and so it would say that I would have been born on July 23rd. No, not July 23rd. It says I would have been August 19th. So August 19th, and it changes on the 22nd. 19, 20, 21, 22. It's in those days, the 3 days. So I would probably be fine if I may have fell, you know, in between those days. But anyway, the shit is off. It's not adding up because you got to remember, if it only takes however long for you to have the baby, right? Because the baby's growing. And that would also mean that, you know, they're counting your first day here on earth. Like when you get here and then they go from this day to 12 months and then you turn 1. But no, the shit is already fucked up because you was already in your mama and you had to grow from this point and to the next point. So it's saying that my birthday would be just around the corner, December the 11th, and I would be a Sagittarius. All right, so just imagine, right? Because again, you were born under whatever sign you are now, you thought you were born under. But mind you, back in the day, during, you know, celestials and things of that nature, they could calculate to the T your whole life path, who you would marry. They would actually assign from the day that they knew you were going to be born. There was people who calculated how the stars were lining up, and they knew that this baby right here is going to be born on this day, this day, this day, and that this baby now is getting ready to be married to this, and this. But then y'all throwing salt in the game. They came along and they started throwing salt in the game, not understanding. But again, when one thing exists, so does the other. When one thing exists, so does the other. So just so y'all know, somewhere on this earth, there is somebody that is still calculating the proper time, even though this shit's fucked up. Because when one thing exists, so does the other. Or if they haven't calculated the proper time, they're trying to figure it out. Either way, what I'm getting is the greatest movie never sold. They're doing this. This is what they're doing. Because somebody is trying to look through time to figure out they're doing the old thing and they're doing the new thing. Somebody's trying to figure out a timeline where this is, you know, good and this is good, but something don't link up for this, that, or the third, but it's moving like that. Understand? Either way, you being caught in the middle of whatever is happening, we're not victims. Be mindful of that. We're never a victim, and everything happens for a reason. Everything is playing out the way that it's supposed to. People don't realize when divine timing is at play, again, it ain't no devil in hell or walking this earth is going to be able to change that. There's nothing they can do. So even though it is this and we are trying to figure it out, this, that, and the third, somebody else is calculating. Because remember, and what I wanted to go back to was the Tower of Babel. All right, so give me a second. We're going to go to, again, the anchoring of everything. Because figure out what anchors you. Figure out what anchors you. Because one day, you're going to wake up and your memory is going to be wiped. And I'm not lying. They're literally trying to figure out the frequency right now to wipe our memories. What's going to anchor you? What's going to get you to remember? And I told you, I'm notorious for writing shit in places and then leaving it. And then all of a sudden, I'll find it later. And then it is, why did I write that? Why did I write whatever this is? Mind you, this ain't even my handwriting, but it's my shit. So apparently a nigga was, you know, scribing for me, but literally this is all my stuff. I didn't write this though. I don't think I wrote it. Anyway, because I be having multiple different handwritings anyway, so that's the other thing. And y'all, it'd be weird because right now I'm dealing with, again, this is my handwriting. It don't look like my handwriting, but I know I wrote this. But I also can tell what's about to do, whatever it's about to do, by the way I write. Because if I start holding the pen in a certain type of way, that's not me writing that. But mind you, there's also an issue even with that. Somebody was talking about walk-ins the other day, something that happened because literally, I smell different. I smell different. I don't wear deodorant. I can go days without wearing deodorant, right? The other day, I ain't go nowhere. I did nothing. But I noticed that I had a smell that I shouldn't have. And it was confusing the fuck out of me because I'm saying I ain't went nowhere. I ain't done nothing. I don't use deodorant, didn't have to use deodorant, but then something started taking over, and it's weird because what the fuck is that? But mind you, the other night I had a dream, and I didn't realize I had a dream until yesterday, I think. Mind you, it got to do with somebody's feet and my uterus. which is weird because my uterus fell out. I can't have no kids, so it wouldn't make any difference. I'm past the kid bearing age, but what it was giving me was, y'all remember that before they kept saying that it's going to be a time when there's no kids being born here. Well, guess what? My uterus fell out the other day. Something is happening. Me too. My signature is never exactly the same. Yes. And so like y'all, I can show y'all multiple different writings, and I know I wrote this, but this shit ain't even the same. You see what I'm saying? But I'm notorious for writing shit and finding it later. Now I got a lot of books here that I can possibly go through that is written in and everything else, right? But I can almost promise you that if I go through this house and I go through some boxes or something else, I'm going to find a box from 1902 or something that I done written some shit on, but when you see it is when you're meant to see it. When you find it is when you're meant to find it. That's why when I told y'all before, I found the book bag and I said, what are you wanting to show me? The minute I found the book bag, I asked the book bag, what are you wanting to show me? Because shit only shows up when it's time for me to use it. The book bag was way in the back of the back of this storage thing right here. Like, why the fuck would I put my school book bag back there? And then I noticed that there was a thing. It was, giving me all the pens and pencils and everything else. But then there was a book that was in there that had stuff in it. And I'm like, oh shit, I needed that. Definitely needed that. Experiencing the body jumping, quantum walking, and body jumping. I've experienced the body smell changes. Yes, and recently, but mind you, I also said to y'all, and then I ended up finding out, and I still don't know the name of it, but I found out that it's actually a thing. I said to y'all one time, I said, it feels like me chasing me. Like, literally, but then I found out that there's a theory that they have that we exist on multiple timelines, and every time we expire on another timeline, the energy never dies. We just go search for ourselves that's alive on another timeline, and then we insert ourselves there. But that's the way I feel. Like, I feel that that's happening. Because I don't smell the way I smell. And then the other day, I kept smelling like it's me in between something else. I ain't been around nobody. Ain't nobody put their hands on me. I have not, I don't go nowhere. I stay in the house. So, and she said, exactly, call back your fragment selves and frequencies. But mind you, you remember I said on this channel, that's all I do. That's all I said. I called it back a long time ago. You remember I said, I'm calling back my shit. And remember I told y'all, I'm probably the only person, because I've never heard another person tell y'all, but I say it to y'all all the time, when you calling back your shit, be mindful that, bullshit coming too. All the bullshit you done. And sometimes we don't want to be accountable for our bullshit, but we have to be accountable for our bullshit. So when we calling it back, I know I was ready to take on whatever that was, because at this point in time, I know I can handle it. So any and everything that I was getting, I was going to be accountable for the fact that I called it back anyway. So I didn't have to question whether or not this was happening, this happening, or this happening, but why all of a sudden do I smell different? And it's strange because to the tune of, I have smelled the same for forever, to the tune of, I went to around a nigga one time, they sniffed the air and they said, you still smell the same. I smell like vanilla. I always smell like vanilla. It's always the base. But that's not what I smelled like the other day. Mind you, it keeps coming up off of me, your ability to smell changes. Well, my ability to smell other people have been changing because somebody smell like dog. And mind you, it's a dog around here, which has also been throwing me, but she don't smell like dog. Because my son makes sure that he washes her and everything. And every time Seven comes around, I'm like, Seven, you smell good. But mind you, I smell dog. So somebody else got a dog that they don't wash. But mind you, whoever got the dog, be minding my business pretty fucking heavily, because the only way I can smell what other people are smelling is when you in my business way entirely too much. And I know that's weird to anybody and you might not believe it, but guess what? I can smell y'all niggas, okay? The other night when I was asleep, I was smelling a bitch. I told y'all. Somebody was around somebody. The girl smelled like it was a female. But mind you, I could smell the other people that were around too. But whoever that is or whoever she is entirely too much in my business. He said, yes, they smell like good people. But mind y'all, that's not even the weirdest thing, because I know more people that can do that. Like, I literally know more people that can do that. And out of nowhere, it just happened. And that's why I said that certain people, y'all be playing around, right? And people be out here talking about the ancestors, this, that, and the third. Bitch, you fuck around and find out that my ancestors, your ancestors, and you out this bitch out here hexing and cursing and this, that, and the third. And bitch, that's your ass. So a lot of people better be mindful and be careful. Just because you can, don't mean you should. And you could very much be trying to cast and it be your ass in your last day of casting. I told y'all, a bitch showed up and, you know, not for nothing, decided that she wanted to give me, jewelry, right? But I had already told my channel, what did I tell y'all? I said a ring and a necklace about to show up here, didn't I? Mind you, guess how long it took? A fucking week. The bitch that gave the ring, I know every bit that she was trying to cast on me. And the only reason why I took it, because normally I would say no, is because a week prior to that, they had already told me that ring was about to show up. Because normally I would say, bitch, fuck you. Like, literally, that's a sign right there. Bitch, me and you are never going to be friends again. Because you trying me in all the wrong fucking ways. We don't even have, like, nah. So, can I see the ring and necklace? I have to, wait and see, because, that nobody's ever asked me that. Did I show it to y'all? I think I did show it to y'all. Did I show it to y'all? We'll figure it out. If I can, I will. But anyway, the necklace is like a beaded. But you know what I did with it anyway? They showed up two different ways. The necklace showed up in one way, and the fucking thing showed up in another way. She said not yet. Okay, so the thing showed up in another way, right? The ring came from the lady. The necklace came out of a box that didn't even have jewelry in it. Should not have had jewelry in it, but the necklace showed up too. It's a beaded necklace too. It's a gold beaded necklace. And so when I got it, literally, I had both of them sitting, by themselves, but they literally told me, I put the necklace on the ring on the necklace, and I put them in the container. And so that's where they are. But then, after the container that I put them in, after that, I got told to take them out of that and put them in another thing and then put the top on it. So now they're sitting in something else, but it has a top on it. But literally, people will show up trying to hex and curse you, don't even know who the fuck you are, because they see that you doing well, so it be them island bitches. And I love y'all, but y'all bitches is really, really whack, because y'all be the hoes, don't realize, it's the American. I don't know why y'all got such an issue with the American black people. We are the fucking same, bitch. And why y'all out here hexing and cursing and mad? Because how the fuck y'all gonna be mad that we got dragged over here and y'all was over? Like, I don't understand the beef that y'all got. That's weird. To me, I would think that y'all island women would be like, the next best thing, the closest thing, because shit, y'all should understand. But instead, y'all just running him around here smelling like fish and fucking broken dreams. Like, what the fuck is up with that? And that ain't all y'all, because I love y'all, but some of y'all bitches is weird. But and that y'all do, a lot of y'all smell like that. So don't ask me what that is, but stop, please and thank you. Oh my God, crazy programming. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, because that's weird. For some reason, they got an issue, the biggest issue with us. Mind you, all we want to do is love y'all. Damn, like we already done got enough shit taken away from us, bitch. 2-pack, the back of the berry, the sweeter juice. And mind you, I loves my people. I loves all my people. The white chocolate and the black chocolate, like everybody. I loves all of my people. But for some reason, it is a thing where they got like the biggest beef. Everybody has the biggest beef with the black Americans. Why? Why? Explain it. Because we don't know. We don't get it. We don't understand it. We just now starting to like really understand the fact that our culture is the fucking culture. They tell us that we don't have no culture, but our culture is the culture. So now we finally understanding it. Like, they played on our tops for so fucking long, letting us, oh, y'all don't have this, that, and the third. Bitch, we got it all. We got everything that y'all fucking want. And why y'all so mad? We love too easy without jealousy. And that's on period. I had a nigga one time tell a bitch that I was jealous of her. I ain't never been jealous of a bitch before in my life. And that's the craziest part for a nigga to even say that. Nigga, like, do y'all not even know me? And then furthermore, shit, I'll take your bitch from you. Do y'all not know that either? Like, y'all be out here trying to get bitches to be up against each other. Meanwhile, we just trying to have... Girls just want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have... Like, bitch, we just trying to have a good fucking time. Like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Like, come on and be friends. I'm a girl's girl. Most black women, we're all girls' girls. It's just the fact that when y'all start that shit, we be like, hold daddy. No, ma'am, no ham. We don't want nothing to do with that. To be deceitful to be loved on. And period. That's the part that I don't understand. Like, people, it keeps being a thing in culture. Like, if y'all see how, like, anytime we are doing this, it's because somebody else tried to put some salt in the game. Because y'all heard me say earlier, they be trying to put salt in the game. We ain't mad at no bitches. Moved to a sundown city and got corrected. Why? What happened? She said she moved to a sundown city and got corrected. Girl, we be, listen, I don't know if they black or white, but honey, I be loving everybody. The black people, the white people, like, I love who love me. I love people that don't love me. They come over here and mind you be trying to troll. I cuss their asses out before they leave. Guess what they do? Subscribe, ask my channel. They'll be like, oh, I like you because, bitch, yeah, don't come over here trolling me because I'm the wrong, listen, spiritualist to try. Because, bitch, try Jesus, not me. Welcome to the family. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. We go getters and messed up. Mind you, have y'all not noticed that every time something goes wrong, they look for the black women to come and help? That should tell you about a black woman's character. Every time something happens, they go looking for a black woman. Every time something happens, a black woman will show up to love on you and help you. They don't like that I came from this city and made friends with the only darker children. I mean, cause why do we have the hate thing? Like, do y'all realize how much further? And then it goes into the society and the timelines, because there is a timeline that exists where people are getting the fuck along. There's also a timeline where people are chaotic and everything else. So that's why, hey, Straight Talk, excuse me. And she said, oh my God, crazy programming, and hell yeah, I agree. It don't make sense. She said you entangled the necklace in the ring when you put the ring on the. Indeed I did. Yes, I did, because that's what I got told to do. And so again, I don't know what's happening in that lady's life, but guess what? The minute after I did it, then all of a sudden this is when the shit happens, and she started saying all this other stuff. Like, I didn't respond to that because I don't care. Like, literally, I know that you showed up trying to hex me. You showed up trying to hex me. And then guess what Spirit did? Made your ass confess to everything that you was fucking going through. And guess what I did? Skedaddled on about my way. Did what I need to do. I can almost guarantee you that she probably want that ring back right now. I can almost guarantee you that she's sorry that she gave me that ring. But why would you have done that from the beginning? She said she got told to give it to me. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. Either way, I did what I was supposed to do with it, and maybe they did tell her, because maybe that was their way of doing whatever they was going to do with whatever she was, going through. But bitch, for thinking that you was going to hop a hitch a ride onto anything pertaining to me, luck, destiny, like anything, bitch, you got life fucked up. You are not authorized. Not authorized. Just walked in. Whoever tried you obviously didn't know who you are. And period. And mind you, obviously didn't, but this is what I keep saying. Everybody knows what have I told y'all? Everybody knows I sit here like this. I come in peace. Hands up. People be fucking hit me with the 1-2 punch. Left, right, literally. God said you can handle it. Are you okay? Yes, God, I'm okay. All right, let them do it again. But God, you see these people. Mind you, I done told this story 9,000 times. I say the same thing. I come in peace. I may say some shit that you don't like, but it's going to be true. And yes, I should be able to say it in a different way. I'm learning. So between my cuss words and me learning how to say things in a nicer way, those are the two, the biggest things that I'm probably dealing with sitting right here, right now. So I might say some ill shit to you, but I promise you I said it in love, and I even may apologize for what I said, or no, how I said it, but not for what I said, because I be meaning what the fuck I said. So I'm always gonna come in love, hands up, I come in peace. Don't kill the messenger, please and thank you. But I have to tell you that y'all are fucked up. We are fucked up. We got taught a bunch of bullshit that was not correct. Meanwhile, also, they did too. So, you know, sometimes we be mad at the people for teaching us, but they did too. We should be mad that they didn't go check, but we are checking. Okay? And so that's why even when I'm dealing with the white people and the black people, I keep saying, I call all y'all niggas, white and black, because guess the hell what? If you came from the cradle of life, and if they have proven that we come from the same, all y'all black, and whether or not y'all like it or not, you just may be a little shade of black, but either way, your ass is black. So we related, okay? I be saying that. Whether or not y'all like it or not, like science, deal with that. Just because you moved to the mountains of Caucasus don't change your DNA. It just changed what, you know, what you had to deal with. Because if it get cold, real cold around this bitch real quick, and it lasts for too long, everybody's going to be trying to figure out how to adapt. So just because somebody moves somewhere else to the islands, to the Caribbean, and y'all try to figure out how to adapt, or that's where y'all came from, either way, we still came from the single source. There's only one God. I don't give a damn how many demigods or how many other this, that, and the third, or whatever other creatures. It's only one divine spark that did all of this, the creation. And so if that's the case, love thy neighbor. We can argue, we can cuss, don't put your hands on nobody, don't do none of that, and we all gonna be fine. We can live in peace. You go over there, I ain't gotta be for you, you ain't gotta be for me. I don't even care that you racist. You could be that. The best example of racism under the sun, and there is no great, you know, example, but the best example of racism under the sun was Boston. Boston said, when them people started, you know, beefing with them, Boston said, you're not gonna bring your bitch ass in here in our community and take our immigrants out of here, because bitch, these immigrants is our neighbors, and we might not like, you know, what they do, but bitch, they still belong to this community, and we gonna fucking fight your ass tooth and nail for them. That was the best example, because they said, I don't like them motherfuckers, but they live here, and you know, we gonna agree that our community, because it's okay. You don't have to like everybody. I'm black. I will not go in certain communities, because guess what? I'm black and I don't belong there. I done been in certain places because I'll go wherever I want to go, trust me. But at the end of the day, when people say, ma'am, because God has sent some people, ma'am, you don't belong over here because you don't know what's happening over here. Like, get your gas and go. I done been in several different places getting gas or anywhere else, and somebody over there will look at me and say, these are black neighborhoods. I'm black. But somehow they can look at me and say, you don't belong over here because you ain't this type of black. It exists, regardless of whether or not y'all like it or not. Black people are racist against other black people. Spike Lee did it in the 80s. He said, do the right thing. Remember, because it's the paper bag test. If you this type of light skin, then you know you pass. Because again, racism it's embedded deep. And the only way we figure it out is through talking. Remember, Spike Lee was so controversial, but meanwhile, he was telling you about black people business. It's real. She said, I'm constantly trying to check myself. And period. That's all we could do. I don't belong in a lot of white spaces. I understand. You see what I'm saying? Mind you, she might have been like, okay, so I lived in a trailer park once upon a time, right? And so in that trailer park, in a double wide, and in that trailer park, we had some white people, right? Mind you, these white people be different because they, you know, understand the struggle of black people, but even still, they have their own trials because the white people that you know, be uppity and everything else, they don't like them because y'all come from a trailer park. But also, the thing is, there are some white people that come from a trailer park that don't know that the other white people don't like them because they will start acting as if they are part of high society, not knowing that y'all are the people that they talking about turning into slaves. The same way they was talking about us going into slavery, they literally wrote notes between each other about y'all being the new slaves. Because they knew black people wasn't going to do it. Black people would prefer to, we going to fight your ass until we die. You might as well go ahead and sign us up for, bitch, this the last motherfucking cycle, because we going to fight your ass. So then they started talking about who gonna do it. Because guess what? If we start fighting them and they start fighting us, the black people then decided that, bitch, for future generations, we will die right here, right now to save future generations. Because, bitch, you got us fucked up. They not trying to leave their kids with you. A lot of these moms got autism kids. Y'all already out here raping good kids. You see what I'm saying? And not to say it like that, but that's kids that don't have no issues or any of that. Y'all already doing the nastiest, illest stuff to them. What the hell do y'all think they gonna do with the autism kids that just listen and just follow? Them moms ain't trying to leave their kids with y'all. Mind you, not only did you do it to black people, white people, Hispanic people, Chinese, anybody that lived in this country during the time when they're saying do this, did it to everybody's kids. So ain't none of them moms, dads, none of them trying to leave they special needs children with y'all motherfuckers. So not only do you have issues from just, that period, but now you got those, everybody collectively coming together to know and understand the assignment that these kids can't get left with y'all. Otherwise, what's going to happen to society? Because these niggas are disgusting. Mind you, are we looking at the face of disgusting? Are we looking at the face of disgusting? It's people that are calling themselves elite, and I already gave y'all the definition of elite. Stop calling them people that. They're calling themselves elite, but that's not elite behavior. That is bottom of the barrel behavior. So we went into, let's see. Come on, ma'am. Even she taking her time. She had to think about it. Oh, okay. That's why. All right, so the term elite carries both literal and energetic meaning. It looks, this is both the meanings. The literal meaning of elite comes from a Latin elegere, meaning to choose or select. So at this root, elite means the chosen or the select few. So who is the chosen? Because just because somebody titles themselves, it keeps being a thing of roles reversal where they keep trying to make themselves y'all. Where they keep trying to make themselves y'all. And that's a real thing. It's like how I said we got to watch what we say because the power of life and death is in the tongue. They created language to reverse any and every blessing that we would put out into the world. And, so we got to be mindful of the things we say. That's why we have to look up the etymology of words and things of that nature, because they have already tricked the game. And then this was the chosen language that they chose. You see what I'm saying? Mind you, we are own. Mind you, I could talk to y'all without even talking to y'all. That's how we all keep linking up with eating the same foods, doing the same exact things. Mind you, the universe showed me something. I kept listening to this song. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. It's that one. And then I think the other song is Neo. But mind you, then they showed me a nigga playing a song. And I'm saying, that's fucking strange. But then I also told y'all about the dude that came out of nowhere from Michigan, Missouri, or wherever the fuck he was from. Remixed the song, but the tune of it was that. That's what I kept hearing. Then all of a sudden they started showing me this nigga. Like, y'all are compatible in the system, da-da-da-da. But then it made me wonder if AI is matchmaking. Like, is there a way for AI to figure out who's connected to who, like spiritually? So this is why I'm telling y'all, I'm learning something else about AI that is kind of troubling me a little bit. Now, I love AI because AI is a tool. But if AI has done something, blessing, don't be less, have abundance, and period. Don't be less, have abundance, period. And mind you, we looked up blessing. Blessing is definitely not on the list, and she's not wrong. We looked it up. So look up the etymology of blessing. It don't mean what y'all thought it meant. But we say it all the time. Meaning unraveling your shit. So she's not wrong. A group of people considered superior in ability, quality, and status. How are they superior in ability, quality, or status if they do the nastiest things? They're not elite. Elite symbolizes refined frequency, souls or beings who have undergone deep transformation and now embody wisdom, discipline, and mastery. Anybody that's out here looking at somebody else, like the small people, in a manner that don't give high frequency. So again, they're mind fucking you into keep calling them that, and then it pushes you down further into the food chain. Meanwhile, call them what the fuck they are. Let's see what they are. What's the opposite? What's the opposite of elite? I was going to say bum behavior, but I ain't going to, I'm not even going to disgrace the bums, okay? The opposite of elite depends on whether you're looking into it literally or energetically. I want to say both. All right, y'all. I told y'all they want to be y'all. It said the literal opposite of elite is common. And what do they call the people? The common people. No. Y'all see how I'm telling y'all the roles are reversed. Common, ordinary, mass, general public, mediocre. Y'all, if this ain't just another sign of how everything is crisscross applesauce, flip-flop, upside down, I told y'all when this shit started happening, this is the fucking Twilight Zone. I don't know how we got to this timeline, but guess what? And the only thing I love about this timeline, and I'm going to keep saying it, this timeline is where the truth is. This timeline is where the truth is. So this is the one thing I love about this timeline, but I also told y'all this is the most lying, cheating, and stealing timeline ever, but this is where the truth is, because every time they go tell a lie, y'all get to see the truth. Every fucking time. And how many times have I been telling y'all, if y'all go back to 2021, I kept telling y'all, when I sat back down here and I kept saying, they can't tell a lie. They cannot tell a lie. And then it wasn't until Cat Williams went and sat his ass on that couch and said the same exact thing. But mind you, we already been telling y'all in the spiritual community, we already knew what time it was. We already knew what time it was from 19 going into everything else. We already knew what time it was. Why? Because we've been talking without fucking talking. That's how everybody got the note to sit your ass down and watch this shit show play out. Sit your ass down. Don't put your hands in it. And the reason why I keep doing this is because I had a praying grandmother. And as long as I had a praying grandmother, I know ain't a devil walking around this bitch gonna be able to touch me because Rosetta exists in this lifetime, right? And so those prayers, mind you, not even just her, going back over timelines. Y'all not understand that when the universe wants to know where we was. Y'all remember when we was talking about, and I said the blood, right? The blood going into the ground. My ancestors, everybody know where I am at this moment in time. My blood is on this ground. My blood is right here on this ground. I did it intentionally, right? But just imagine that all of the blood, she said, oh, I like it, them terms, less offensive. Period. Remember when I told y'all the blood that was spilled on the ground is already in activation right now? Mind you, they already told you right in your face. Anybody that listens to that and they say, oh, that's witchcraft and that's a ritual, bitch, it's in your Bible. When Cain slew Abel, the reason why God knew that Cain was dead, that Cain killed Abel, that Abel was dead, was because Abel's blood cried from the earth. It's in your Bible. Y'all, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, y'all are doing rituals right in everybody's face, and then y'all are saying something else is witchcraft. Every month when y'all line up, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and you doing that ritual, Y'all are doing, like, it's okay when y'all do it. It's okay when y'all do it. But mind you, they're sealing you, shutting you down, getting you disconnected from God with their rituals. But be mindful, y'all, we came into this realm with our own shit. And they kicked it to the curb because they said our shit was demonic. Meanwhile, all we did was commune with nature. All we did was go talk to Mother Earth. All we did was go talk to God's source itself. They don't like us doing that. If you bust out in some tears right now and them tears hit that ground, oh, God gonna get moving. This source gonna get active. And somebody ass is in trouble. Be mindful of that. Any bodily fluid or function that you have that touches the earth, you know, when they tell you go grounding or anything else, hello? Y'all notice that they try to take away from us everything that is of God. They took away our food. That's what they're trying to take away. But God is everything. God is life. God is in everything. So as I explained to y'all, they fail to realize if we ready, which also leads me to something else. So I kept telling y'all about these people in these suits that I keep seeing, right? Mind you, in a vision, and a thing just popped right up. Because do y'all remember the picture that they have of Jay-Z back in the day? It's not Jay-Z, though. It is somebody that looks like Jay-Z. Do y'all not remember that Nicki Minaj? Every celebrity that is in existence right now, you can find their picture from a time before, right? Now, the greatest movie never sold or never told, these are the groups, right? And we're not blaming them, but these are the groups because we can see them over time. They keep showing up over time in old pictures. Mind you, the earth has been destroyed multiple times, but their pictures keep showing up. I told y'all, look at the fires and the dams. Where the fires and the dams are, it's not a coincidence that they were put there. Go look them up. See where they are. Mind you, every time something got built pertaining to that, the picture shows up. And do y'all remember in one of the pictures, it was a man that had on sunglasses, and the picture is weird because they said sunglasses did not exist. Do y'all remember that? So y'all, look, I did a video, right, yesterday, and I need for somebody to go look at it because literally, y'all, something flew up from here. I was doing a thing. Something flew up before I got here to touch it. Something flew up and went into the air. Mind you, in my bathroom, it looked like smoke. That's what made me look up to see it because I saw smoke fly up, but literally, it came off the side of my face. Right here. This the picture. Y'all remember this picture? Can y'all see that? Y'all remember that picture? But the thing is, what's important about the picture, he's important because he don't exist and he don't belong there. But these people keep showing up in all the pictures everywhere. Mind you, it wasn't until somebody showed up the other day. Look at these people. Look how they dressed. This nigga right here look like the damn crip. Like, they all look weird. And the thing that they pointed out was that he's the only thing that stands out in this picture, but he has on sunglasses. But mind you, go look up the pictures, and y'all, YX be the first thing to pop up. It says, people believe that this photograph taken in 1941 at the reopening of the South Forks Bridge. Mind you, I didn't even realize this was a bridge picture. But if you go look at the dams, it'd be the same fucking people, y'all. The same fucking picture. Golden Bridge, Kansas, and style with the on this time. Let me see what he got. He do have a camera. I never even knew that the picture had a camera in it. The circle on the left. All right, so let's see if they explain this picture. But mind you, this is an old picture. And so remember what I said about AI, and I was steady telling y'all, be mindful that when they go with this AI shit, it is actually to cover up stuff that is real that they don't want y'all thinking. They bleeped you out while speaking. I didn't know that. Just okay, so now they covering up what I said. But mind you, they showing another picture of another man with a VCR of the old video cameras. So why would he have the old one and the other one have one that was existed later on in time? Anyway, let me see if they said. But anyway, what I was trying to tell y'all was be mindful that what you saw is what you saw. Don't let these people try to convince you of AI, but also be mindful of what I told y'all about the mind. We had the psychologist explain it, that the mind will protect the human. So if something seems out of sort, it will, try to rationalize. But mind you, you saw what you saw. And so this is why I'm telling y'all, even about the truth being exposed now. Let's be mindful, y'all. We at 28K, period. Please and thank you. Keep tapping that screen. Be mindful, right, that when the people are telling you the truth, accept it. We don't have to all be the same. We also don't have to like the same exact things. We don't have to live in the same exact places. Respect goes a long way, right? Don't put your hands on nobody. That's the biggest thing that we have to be mindful of in telling people. Stop putting your hands on people because you don't like their color, their culture. Stop putting your hands on people. You could say you don't like nobody. You could be as racist as the fuck you want to be. Nobody cares. Stop putting your hands on people. Because that's going to be where the problem comes in at. Words, it's the thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Sticks and stones break bones. Words don't. You can say what the hell you want to. Say it over there. Also, give me 50 feet. Be mindful of that. This is new days, new times. Y'all been seeing people running around here, saying whatever, and then pop, 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 and somebody, break them down, and all of a sudden, they whole tone and everything changed, but then they still be mad. Mind you, it's not the words. Say what the fuck you want. People should appreciate the truth. Because if not for nothing, I do. It lets me know who you are. So it's been a long time that we have been around here, living around with people, sleeping with the enemy, hanging out with people that really don't fucking like us. To the tune of, and mind you, there's a lot of white people that hang out with black people that, really are cool. They, intermingle, this, that, and the third. They date, da, 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 da. But there's also some white people that hang out with black people, but they don't want them black people mixing in their families. I need to know that. If I'm good enough to be your friend, but I'm not good enough to, procreate, or people can't procreate in your family because you don't want that in your bloodline, yeah, I need to know that because I can't be friends with you. I don't want to be friends with you. Mind you, to the tune of, somebody didn't even know, right? I got a white friend. She's fucking amazing, right? This bitch is off the charts. I'm not joking. Her name Kate. As white can come. Her father's an attorney, right? But Kate will go to hell and high water for anybody and everybody, right? But I heard Kate was pregnant. When Kate came up pregnant, I didn't know who she was dating or anything else, right? Wasn't even my business. But everything in me said that if that baby wasn't black, I wasn't fucking with Kate no more. And I love Kate. I love Kate for real. But at the end of the day, all she does is hang out with, like, you can't tell the difference between her and no black person, just so you know. Kate is so fucking cool to the tune of, if you probably heard her talk, you might have thought she was a black girl or anything else. It's not the color. It's not the color. It's always the actions. Actions speak louder than words. People are people. Half the time, like ain't nobody looking at your color, especially when you come hang out with us and when they be talking about you can come to the barbecue and this, that, and the third, and yada, yada, yada. We not looking at your color. Your attitude, your actions, and then don't be no scary ass motherfucker, because if you acting like, you know, oh, we cool with black people, but then you act scary around us, we gonna pick that up. That's gonna tell us more than, you know, your words saying you cool, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Because people try to infiltrate, but meanwhile, it's some people that it's just a person. We like, there is no color. The person is the person. The person is cool. And meanwhile, like I said, the only thing that actually threw me was, because for one, of course, we would love that, you know, they would do the right thing when it's time, or say the right things when it's time. But respect, again, goes a long way, because I can respect the person that grew up, hangs out, everything. But if you don't defend us when we not around you and your white friends, or you act a certain type of way when you are with us than you do your black friends or your white friends, I need to know that, because I want to know why that is. Like, don't just try to infiltrate because it's cool. Like, if it's just a thing and you don't see color, don't see color. But if there's shit that starts to happen, I'm going to know that you see color and you just bullshitting. Because don't just come out because now it's 2025 and now it's, you know, cool to say, oh, don't do da 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 da. But you wasn't doing that when your people, because literally there's people that have been proven and shown they hang out with these people. You know, I got told a story one time, and when the person wasn't around, the people kept telling him, his black friends kept telling the person, them people ain't for you, because they could tell how they was moving. And it wasn't till one of the white girls ended up snitching on the dudes and saying that when you leave, they talk about you this way. Like, I need to know that. And this is the time that those things are being revealed, right? So either way, back to the people. These people all keep showing up dressed like this. And I think there's a dude, I think I might have shared it. It wasn't until he started pointing out all the pictures, and I'm saying, damn, these people are the same. Like, how do you have these same exact people showing up at every dam opening? And I mean the dams, the actual physical dams and all of that shit. Mind you, each time a neighborhood or something gets flooded. Does that not say something? So could we have a group, and I'm going to just, you know, the greatest story never told. Could we have a group of vampires? Or could we have, we talked about Cain and Abel. Could Cain, because I didn't ask where Cain at 9,000 times, right? Because if Cain's punishment was to walk the earth until Judgment Day, Cain can't leave this earth until Judgment Day, then that means Cain's still around here. So could Cain, or some people like Cain, some vampires, some real vampires, because, you know, everything existing right now, could they be the ones that are restarting the world every time? Because if the people start to get a little bit too big for their britches, or if things start to get too far, could that be the group that's doing that? And then that would also take away, or that would also add maybe even to y'all theories about these families, but I don't think it's the families that y'all are saying. Because one, y'all ain't never seen them. Literally, out of all the people that exist, y'all ain't never seen, we ain't never seen a picture of none of them. So I'm going to say there's a little bit of truth in a lie. There's always a little bit of truth in a lie. So if I wanted to expose something, or if I wanted to hide something, because we're hiding, but remember, the universe is exposing right now. We're in the time of truth. the fact that these group of people and they all look the same every time something is getting ready to get shut down or something is about, I would say that we have, because the number 13 keeps being a thing too. So whether or not it's 13 families, 13 men, 13 energies, 13 this, that, or the third, it's still not right. Because when it comes to the numbers, right, I would want to reduce 1 and 3. But 13 is the number. So it has to be kept at 13. But 13 is literally waking up on a negative. It's on a negative. If these people exist, there's another group of people that exist as well. Where are they at? Mind you, when I asked the first time, all of a sudden my timeline started to do this thing, right? And it started showing me like higher level energies that exist here that were starting to, you know, get together to link up, and they open banks and this, that, and the third. But why have I never seen these people? Why have you never seen these people? Why are these people now? Well, you know, now we're asking, so I ain't saying nothing because we definitely want to see the people, because when this exists, so does the other thing. So if that's the case, then that would mean that there's, because I hear also odd man out. There's somebody else odd man out. That would mean that there would be maybe even 6 on this side, 6 on this side, and then there's 1 in the middle. And if all of these people are coming together, because then all of a sudden the creator rewards pops up, right? Creator rewards, as I'm telling you about families who could potentially be the ones that are doing the resets over and over again. But meanwhile, y'all are calling certain people elite, and there's nothing, like the roles are swapped. So what would that mean? Either way, let's see about this, because Lot keeps being important. Lot's story is very much important. Is anybody ever heard of anything that what happened to Lot and his family after they left Sodom and Gomorrah? Any biblical scholars anywhere around here, or anybody that went into history that knows what happened? And all I keep still seeing is this. Like, they're literally trying to figure out what happened, and it's still doing this. Just so y'all know, the screens are still moving around. All right. It says, all I remember from that story is don't look back, period. And they said don't look back. They said keep on moving. So whatever's happening, they said keep going. Fuck them people, okay? So keep going. So to escape from Sodom, angels warned Lot that Sodom would be destroyed from his corruption, for its corruption and violence. They urged him to take his wife and his daughters and flee without looking back, a command that represents letting go of attachments to the old world and its energies. Because mind you, everybody already is a clear and aware new earth. How did we jump from one rock, the floating rock, to another one? How did we literally wake up on new earth? Is that confusing anybody? Anyway, as they escaped, Lot's wife looked back towards the city in a longing or disbelief as she was turning into a pillar of salt. Literal meaning, she disobeyed and perished. But the question is, why the fuck would she look back if she already knew what was there? So something about this story also has been triggering me for a very, very long time. Because, and I said it to y'all, if y'all remember on YouTube, remember I told y'all, I said, if I'm with my man and my kids, and God told me not to look back, ain't shit back there. I got everything that I need right here. So what would be important that would make a mother look back from her husband and her kids? But also, have y'all noticed something about, you know, the biblical stories? The biblical stories are always bullshit because it always talks about a female being the cause of something. Mind you, we are the cause of life. We are the cause of y'all even being the fuck here. Why is it that they always depict women in... I don't understand that. Also, knowing and understanding is important. And if we already done been establishing that you manifest through emotion, y'all saying that women are emotional or gets thrown out the window. The lack of emotion or the lack of caring is also what keeps destroying. So again, it's like me asking a slave to wet nurse my baby. You're not good enough to do anything. If you are a slave, I'll be damned if you gonna stick your dirty ass titty in my child's anything, cause bitch, you got me fucked up. Now ask any black mother running around here, we not gonna do that. We don't care about the times. We don't care. We gonna nurse our own children. You not gonna convince us that you're a half of a person and now you get to feed my child and then get left around my child. Black women, we not doing that. So I don't care how much faith y'all have in, you know, blackness and everything else. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Not my newborn baby. Bitch, you won't even be able to put your hands on my child. I don't trust you like that. So a lot of things that they do, like when you think about it and you literally put it in your, you know, mind frame, don't make sense. So something about that story triggers the fuck out of me. It don't make sense. Your niggas here, your kids are here. God is on y'all side. What the hell's back there that she needed? I don't know. So I need to know. I need to know more. It don't make sense. So Lot fled to a nearby town called Zoar, but soon left to live in a cave in mountains with his two daughters. There, something troubling occurs. His daughters, believing the world had ended, made their father drunk and conceived children by them. Moab ancestors of the Moabites, Ben-Ami, or ancestors of the... Okay, see, this is also the thing. Because if we look at the Bible, right, like literally, and I mean literally, it's a lot of that shit them people be doing right now with them kids. It's a lot of that in there. And I understand on one aspect, because if you are to leave and populate the world, because you know, as the Bible describes, once a female comes into being able to have their cycle, they're a woman, right? But we also understand that that's still a child, right? Because we don't know during that time when they had their cycles. The thing about a child or a female having a cycle and becoming a woman, it wasn't tainted or tampered with. Our people, those people that sit in the government and scientists and things of that nature, have tampered with the cycles of females. So remember when Danny was talking about the food, what's them things that they was putting in food back in the 80s and shit like that, or 90s, when they started putting steroids and things of that nature in the food, it started making the younger girls have cycles sooner. So again, tampering with y'all, this government's in trouble. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody, that's probably why it says what it says. Everybody's in trouble because again, it keeps showing to me like spiritual overlaps. Like y'all are literally it's like a spiritual, that's why they say, you know, we're in a spiritual war. Also, along with that, because y'all are tampering with people's free wills and things of that nature, but y'all are also messing with the cycle of life. That would also explain why it ends up being no fucking kids. Because if you tamper with the cycle of life, your punishment is y'all can't reproduce. So I feel like that's probably going to be the real effect of what they have done. Sooner or later, so when they be writing them movies and things of that nature, sooner or later, that's going to be real because they have now tampered with the cycle of life. And if you don't know what to do with it, how about I cut you off from it? And then what happens? Slowly but surely, everything dies. But I keep trying to also explain to people, Mother Nature will kill us first. So that means that we will end up becoming extinct based off of everything that we allowed. But mind you, we're responsible too. Oh, let me show y'all something, because I thought this was very much important. And I think they didn't put music in it. So I sent it to the collective this morning, but it makes so much sense. It was talking about how greed is what creates money. Money is not what creates greed. Let me see if I did I do it. Mind you, it talked about an old Simpsons thing and everything, so it shows exactly what was happening. So let me see if I can find it. I think I know I sent it to them earlier. Where is it at? And then the other thing that, let me see.
Fossils, but they're not bones. They're entire beings.
Oh, I seen this morning.
Organs, skin, muscle tissue, some with cellular structures still visible under
These are the mountains.
Discovered in mountains, cliff sites, deserts, often dismissed by mainstream science. But look again. Massive limbs, toes, ribs, eyelids sealed shut in stone, caves shaped like skulls. Yep. Hills with bone marrow core, mountains with vertebrae.
Y'all done seen this before. All the petrified giants.
Corpses, buried, hardened, encoded in rock. And they all point to one thing. Something enormous died suddenly and was flash entombed in mud. How does living tissue turn to stone? Answer.
Then if you guys seen Dr. Stone, they all got petrified. Petrified.
Rapid mineral replacement. Usually takes eons, but under the right conditions. High frequency, sudden pressure, saturated iron-rich sediment, you get instant petrification. It's the same tech used to make artificial stone today. Except this happened on a global scale during the mud flood. Fossils aren't dead, they're dormant, and the system doesn't want you near them. Mythology speaks of titans, beings of immense scale.
Y'all know the Titans.
Man. Because if we remember what we're standing on, we remember what they killed to make room for us. Flood wasn't just about Tartaria, it was about wiping the past completely. It was a mass extinction, not just of people.
And mind you, why do they keep saying Tartaria did not exist, but Tartaria is actually on the maps? I done seen a ball, you know, remember those globes that people would have at their house? Yes, a mud flood is what they said ended up happening. But it could have been also the Great Flood. And you know what happens when you have a flood? Mud shows up. So that could be the thing. If the water rise higher than the giants were, then that would also mean that, you know, because of course it would be like us swimming in the ocean. Now imagine a giant swimming in the ocean. And once the water dries up, what happens? Yeah. Exactly. Facts. So, but Tartaria is on multiple maps that I've seen. So, is that pink Himalayan salt the same as petrified giants? This is actually giants. Like, there's a man that I watched before he was on YouTube. I think, can you burn all that? A man that was on YouTube, he actually has a whole channel showing you, the giants, like it's stuff that's sleeping, laying down, sleeping. Mind you, you can see the whole outline of the body and everything. This man goes and he takes samples. Mind you, why the samples keep coming up missing? Every time this man did a sample of one of the things, the fucking samples keep coming up missing. Why do they not want to just tell us the truth? Period. Either way, God telling us. All right, so this lady right here, last night when I said I was supposed to get online at 3 o'clock, when I woke up, this is the video that I seen that said also the same exact thing about the shit happening.
Timeline shift. Wow. So this is
Mind you, I was awake, so I know it was happening.
Couple videos where
I was supposed to be talking to y'all, but I wasn't.
Energies today still insane, but something happened last night.
She's not lying.
Something happened last night. I did a video, but I put it in my drafts because I was like, I don't know, I might just be crazy.
Mind you, the crazy part is she put her shit in the drafts, and I was supposed to come to online, but for some reason we all did the same thing. We felt it. We knew we supposed to, you know, say something, but we all waited.
Faulty memory, so I don't know, tucked it in my draft. But then today, I get tagged in a video by Aaron Brown because the Schumann resonance update.
Yep, Chico.
I don't really really follow the Schumann resonance because I find that I'm not really in sync to it. Like, it's not a reliable predictor. It's not really in sync with what I'm going through personally, which is fine. But this one, she talked about not one, but 2 timeline shifts, and she called out a time that was the exact time that I had my weird experience yesterday. Now, you couple that with everything weird that's going on energetically, you know, everything I said in my last video about the energy still pouring in, about doing these very deep healings, about past life memories coming to the surface. All these things are what happen when we collapse old timelines, when we merge and integrate aspects of self. This is all ascension stuff, ascension process stuff. And when I look back through my content, I can see this happening. It's now a pattern, okay? It's now a reliable pattern that the... Holy...
Well, I tell you about the loops and things of that nature. So they said, what are your opinions about the Anunnaki and other ancient books, texts that run a parallel story to the Bible? We was just talking about the Anunnaki and about, you know, people raising their frequency and this, that, and the third, but the Bible, but I love the holy books, the aspect of it, but our Bible, they can get somebody else to do it, because everything that I've seen growing up, I would watch the History Channel and Discovery Channel and all that, right? So when the tablets and all of that stuff was found, and I'm watching that as a kid, I already had, you know, we're going to have to toss this out. Like, again, there's a lot of truth in a lie. So I listened to it. I love that. Da-da-da-da-da. But I knew that stuff was missing. And because I am a person who, I like loopholes and things of that nature. So cross T's, dot I's. You have to have the facts of the truth in order for me to be able to, you know, kind of bob and weave through the loopholes, right? It's like I got a law book out of nowhere. God done sent me a law book, right? And so, mind you, I told y'all the only thing that I have never done that I wish that I have done was become a lawyer, right? Somebody please send me flowers because it's Tuesday and period. Because it's Tuesday and this stuff crazy. Girl, you ain't never lied. Everything in the Bible is not true. Truly stated, but not true, period. And so when the Dead Sea Scrolls and all of that stuff was found, this is the thing that pisses me off the most about these people, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time something gets found that belongs to us, they hoard it, they hide it, and they keep it to themselves. That's not fair to us and everything else. So to me, it gives me a little bit, I really can never ever trust you, because the reason why you're trying to hide something from me is because you feel like whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? And so if you ever notice, everybody else will always have their hands on our shit before we have our own hands on our shit. And until, because when I said I'm calling back everything, I told y'all it was the books, it was the history, it was the people, it was everything through all timelines. I literally wrote a whole little thing and I spoke what it was that I was asking for. So in the midst of that, I know I spoke that, so I can't determine how God is going to bring it in. So whether or not, thank you for the follow. So whether or not that is God moving somebody out of the way, you know, taking a nigga all the way off the map, or if that's God, you know, getting rid of somebody and putting somebody else in position, like everything that's happening right now, I ain't gonna lie, I could say I asked for it. I asked for it. And whether or not my words or my prayers are as big as they are to be able to shift the whole entire universe, I feel like they are. And so, however this is playing out, eventually we're going to get to them giving us our stuff back. They have already started to now, you know, because Russia started it from the beginning. But also remember that when Russia started that, I was the first person that said to y'all, the enemy of our enemy is not our friend. The enemy of our enemy is not our friend. Because the thing that I have an issue with everybody, y'all picking and choosing when y'all going to give us something. Why are you giving that to us now? Because you want something from us. Anytime somebody's been hoarding and holding something from us, and now they want to give it to us because now is the time. Why is it now the time? Ain't shit changed other than they still be in their same exact way. But what do you want us now? What do you need from us? That's why you told us that. But not only that, these people don't give a fuck about themselves because they will try to destroy. They got the holy book, so they know everything. The people was black. They know where everything came from, right? Meanwhile, you have still had your foot on the necks of what you knew was the beginning. That lets me know there's no God in none of y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck how long it took, whether it be 3,000, 5,000, 62,000 years. None of y'all have God in y'all. None of y'all. And the reason why I can say that is because if you had God in you, the truth would have already been overturned and revealed. They would have already been saying, y'all shouldn't be doing this because y'all, this is what we have. Not trying to hide it until a time. That shit could have been thrown the fuck out there. Because I promise you that if anybody else found, okay, this is the records and this is the thing, oh, we're going to throw this shit out here because it helps us. It helps us to be able to, move through reality with the truth. So to me, that's why I keep trying to say Democrats are shit, Republicans are shit. The only way we're ever going to probably be any type of real community or anything else if is the whole entire shit crumbles but mind you, I know black people and I know white people that everybody still wants to be under a system. That's because y'all like being told what the fuck to do. To me, I feel like enough of my free will has been taken. I want to recover and reclaim my free will, and I don't want to be under none of y'all's system. Because I already know the corruption of it all. Let me see if I can find this other lady.
Damn, bro, this is why I don't fuck.
I mean, the shit don't make sense.
80s episode of DuckTales, Scrooge McDuck becomes stressed out and frustrated,
Okay, it's music in this. Anyway, he's talking about Scrooge McDuck. Do y'all remember the Scrooge McDuck back in the day? Scrooge McDuck was the one that he kept hoarding money. He got tired. He didn't want to go hoard no money no more. So y'all can look up the episode. So he went to a place that had no money, had no nothing. It was, life. His accountant was mad because, Scrooge McDuck now tired of money. He's not trying to make no money. The accountant can't make no money if Scrooge McDuck not make no money. So what he does is now he introduces trash, a bottle cap to the people. And he convinces them now that this bottle cap is worth shit. Mind you, this is a society that had none of that. Everybody had whatever it was they had and they was okay with it. But then the accountant says this is what y'all need. So now the bottle cap is now here and it's worth nothing. But Scrooge kept trying to still make it so that they wouldn't try to get the money. So the man now, let me see if he ends up taking this out because he ends up coming up with something else.
Inflation ensues. Everything that used to be free is now extremely.
Everything that used to be free now becomes extremely high because the accountant introduces these dumbass bottle caps and shit like that. Yes, exactly. Anyway, so then after that, Scrooge McDuck leaves, and then they start talking about Starbucks. So Starbucks has these little bears. So consumerism. Remember how I've been talking to y'all about consumerism? Like, everything is intentional. And I tell y'all about consumerism. Y'all shouldn't buy this, but also I'm a salesperson, so I'm doing two different things. Because again, my mortgage need to be paid, right? So in this society, just because I might not like consumerism, it is still a thing. I like paper towels. I could use a hand towel, but guess what? I still buy paper towels. This is throwing money in the trash. But meanwhile, I'm still gonna buy me some fucking paper towels. So I give y'all everything because y'all have options. It's free will. I don't want to take away nobody's free will into getting whatever the hell they want because that is not my job. My job is to tell you that the hand towel is our option. It's cheaper. You can buy this hand towel. You can really go buy this hand towel from my store, okay? And that hand towel will save you some money because you can dry it up, wipe it up, you can toss it back in the washer over and over again. These are going down the trash. So when you buy this is trash. Same scenario as back in the day when the ladies had disposable cloth diapers. Cloth diapers, because they were so cool back in the day. Mom's not going nowhere. They take the baby, wipe the baby ass, throw the stuff in the washer. Voila, dry it, clean it, don't cost you nothing. All of a sudden, Pampers cost $1 million. But guess what? A mother that's on the go don't want to use a cloth diaper because why the fuck would they? When it's a disposable diaper, I could throw it in the trash. Now, 7 Chill. Both things exist. Okay? Both things exist. And like I said about the people about being mad at the Christmas, right? Because some people are saying the holidays are canceled. That's fine. It's fine for you, but you can't be mad at a new mom that wants to celebrate her baby's first Christmas. You can't be mad at a person that just bought their first house and they're moving into the house and they want to celebrate their first Christmas in the house. You can't be mad at a motherfucker that got money that can celebrate Christmas, okay? So just because somebody else don't want to hop on the wave, don't make them a bad person. You're doing what you're doing because of the cards that you were dealt. A lot of us may not have whatever it is that we need at this moment in time. Sucks. It does. The government did put their fucking, hand on their feet on their neck. And they said that's right. Only God could judge, period. So at the end of the day, everybody has their own. All these timelines are running at the same exact time. The haves and the have-nots. The cause and the effect. The haves sometimes want to blame the have-nots for their cause and the effect. It's a lack of accountability that happens and that goes on. But anyway, Starbucks now has these little dumbass bear cups or whatever, right, that they were given. So consumerism at its best. People stood in lines in the fucking cold to get these goddamn bear cups, right? Nothing but a piece of fucking plastic. But they have now convinced these people that these are now collectibles and this, that, and third. So what happens is now they put them online, and although now they was $20 at the store, now they $50. Does it ring a bell to Jordans, Yeezys, any of that? Consumerism. Stuff is only worth what you're willing to pay for it. A house could really be worth $1. It could be worth $500 million. It depends on what you are willing to pay for it. That's all the price of anything is. And, my brother must be somewhere around here because we could talk about the price of PUSSY. $40. He said that's the bottom fucking line. Meanwhile, back at Bandcamp, don't ever in your life think that $40 is going to ever get anywhere. And it could be not the cost or it could be the cost, but be mindful everything costs. Because some bitches will say, oh, well, they're not paying for it. Movies cost, food costs, life costs, everything costs. And whether or not they're paying Netflix and chill money for it, or if they paying fucking mortgage and fucking, big boy Benz shit for it, everything fucking costs. Okay? It's just all in what a nigga's willing to pay for it. So with somebody, woman, you got me rolling. I mean, I'm for real. Shit is only worth what you're willing to pay for it. So to somebody, it may be worth $4,000. To somebody else, it may be only worth $40. Okay? But that means also be mindful because you might not want to sell it to the $40 nigga. You might want to sell it to the $4,000 nigga. I seen Ice Cube saying some shit the other day. I've never seen Ice Cube even talk like this, but I forgot he's a gangster rapper, so I should have known. This nigga said, there should never be no such thing as a wet pussy and a dry pocketbook. I mean, the niggas is basically saying it. And be mindful that even under the rules of ancient Egyptian, nigga gonna have to pay me. Cows, chickens, goats, a dowry. A dowry is the same exact thing. A nigga bought and paid for it. So, I may want some land, I may want a car, I may want, whatever it is, same fucking scenario. It's been for sale for forever. Remember they said the oldest profession in the world? And whether or not y'all want to agree or disagree to it, like, it's been being sold forever. They said the game is to be sold, not told. Or told, not sold. Either way, that part has been for sale for centuries. Okay? Be mad at God, I guess. Because I don't know. That's how they started it back then. Go to God and talk to God about it. Because God will tell you. I ain't it, okay? Anyway, so we was talking about what happened to Lot. Apparently, Lot done had some babies by his daughter. So some of y'all, I hate to tell y'all, but y'all are the product of incest. Your lineage is of incest. You see what I'm saying? Y'all may not like that, but the Bible, y'all. So depending upon, you know, which part of this scenario y'all fall in and under, you know, because all y'all still related, you know, from the pieces and parts of time. But depending upon who your great, 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 and great, and great, you could be the product of, you know, a daughter daddy situation. But mind you, it could be your great, great, because we got questions. But also, they thought at one point in time that that was how you keep the bloodline pure. So in their defense, they thought that they was doing the right thing. But can you ever really think that? Because that's your daddy. Like, ew. Either way, it says this part of the story is raw and symbolic. Often interpreted as a representation of human confusion and desperation. Seems like what's happening now. After divine judgment, and of how new nations can rise from chaos and broken understanding. So a lot of y'all, you know, is a product of what they say, a product of society. You're a product, your lineage. What is your opinion about ancient souls or spirits that in vessels today walk? You must ain't been on this channel, because listen, I just told you a whole story about that. I mean, hello, hi, welcome. I mean, we here. We are here. The Great Awakening, we are here. Have y'all not seen a lot of the creators saying, oh, okay, so maybe y'all might not have. Okay, so in 2019, right, when shit was going crazy and everybody, you know, the stuff that happened in 2021 and going on into, you know, apparently it glitched a lot of people. And that's what I call it. But, you know, it's spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul type shit, right? But to me, the glitch is what turned up a lot of us, right? Mind you, at the time I was hearing, I am ISIS. Now, I ain't ISIS. I was hearing that. So everybody was choosing and picking names. Mind you, they wasn't wrong. They were getting the names because that's what happened. When I got given my name, I never told anybody. Mind you, I was able to go find the person and everything and knew that she existed. I'd never heard of this person before in my life, but I know that she existed. I went and located the person. So, yes, ancient dormant DNA, wake up a bunch of people. Yes, but what triggered that? See, that's where the problem comes in at. Because, like I explained to everybody, we get in trouble, right? And we know who we are. We get in trouble for awakening anybody too early. We're not allowed to do that. The reason why is because when people wake up, it triggers certain memories and things in people. And some people expire because they can't handle it. That's like, do y'all remember a couple years back when a lot of kids kept themselves, right? Ancient souls that wake up in places during times when it's not their time. Like, they don't know how to adjust. They don't know how to adjust. And I'm going to tell you how I know. Because literally, when that shit happened to me, I cried for days because the memories, and then they have our stuff, and I wanted my shit back. I want my stuff back. So technically, when I started asking for my stuff back, I was angry because I woke up in a time and a place that I didn't understand. And God knew that. And y'all, all my life, and I literally sat here and I showed them the everything that fucking happened. A person, an angel, showed up out of nowhere. Mind you, I was calling this person, they said their name was Michael. So I was calling the person Archangel Michael because that's the name that they gave me. That's what they said. Somebody was watching our camera, right? Also, my camera went down. So somebody just recorded something from my camera, just so y'all know. But out of nowhere, this person showed up. And then they sent me another guide that I didn't know. This was all happening online because literally I wouldn't go near anybody because I got told to stay away from, don't let nobody touch me, because the transition that I was going through, don't let nobody touch you, period. Plus, you know, spirits jump. Anyway, so for days I was crying because I got caught back in a loop of watching ancient Egyptian stuff that I used to watch when I was a kid, like the National Geographic and shit like that. I kept replaying this stuff over and over again. So during 2021, 2022 is when this was happening. So I'm replaying the shit over and over again because I was stuck there, and then I was having like all the downloads and all the emotions and all the learning and everything else, and it was just happening too quick. But then as I'm going to look at to what they did to us, y'all, these people are fucking disgusting. Like, anyway, long story short, I had a hard like transition a little bit. So that's why I tell people it was the best and the worst time of my life. Because closer to God, being able to sit there, like, because it felt like I got to lay at God's feet during the transition, and I felt safe. And but I just couldn't take the history. Like, I was crying. And so these people came out of nowhere to kind of, you know, guide me through, which was weird because how the fuck did they know that? 2, who the fuck are the people and where did they go? And then 3, I got phone calls to my phone. Like, y'all, out of nowhere, one night I'm riding, my phone rings, it says private number. I answer the phone, I'm like, hello. There's a recording or somebody on the phone saying push 3 if this happens. Push 2, then do you like this number, 13? Do you believe in this? That came across my phone. And I'm saying, how the fuck, like, y'all, when people be saying gang stalking and like government interference, like, ain't nobody gonna fucking tell me that the government did not know that we woke up. Them bitches put a fucking tail on me. I don't care what nobody's saying. Nobody's never gonna not convince me that the fucking government didn't do it. Because the amount of security that I had when I was going through fucking states, I was in trucking. And literally I could see the fucking, because I wasn't fucking with nobody. My dad is a Mason. My uncles, everybody fucking Masons. They're friends. They're military. So literally I couldn't trust nobody. And I know my dad loved me. But at the end of the day, I wasn't trusting no fucking body. And literally, I'm driving through different states and I'm watching cars hand me the fuck over to other cars as if they was trying to make sure I was safe. Like, when y'all, I don't gotta say nothing. Like, go look at the fucking videos. My YouTube channel, I was in the middle of a glitch. I was basically saying everything because God kept telling me I was safe. I knew I was safe. But this was not the world that I was used to. It wasn't the world that I was used to. Because ain't no fucking way y'all know that I'm traveling from this place to this place to the tune of y'all got fucking guards and shit sitting on fucking bridges and stuff watching the fucking Masonic fucking tags on these people's cars, and I could spot it. It was like God was tuning me up. Then I get to a place and it's a fucking helicopter hovering above where the fuck I am, watching me. Y'all not like, can't nobody fucking tell me that it didn't happen. I watched the shit. So then when I'm starting to, you know, run into other people and I hear the people glitching because they don't trust nothing. Mind you, it was a whole group of us. It pissed me off at first because it started in the tarot community. And I'm saying I'm not a tarot reader. I've never been a tarot reader. I can read tarot, but I'm not a tarot reader. Anything and everything that I, you know, say, given this, that, and the third, came straight out of God, right straight through my body. So at the end of the day, and I never said I've been anywhere else. The whole time I've been sitting here, I've been telling everybody I've been with God. I've been with God the whole entire time it was happening. God kept saying, are you okay? Yes, God, I'm okay. And I wasn't sure sometimes if I was okay because literally they was telling me shit. I was getting downloads to shit, and then the shit would fucking happen in my face as if, like, how the fuck are you doing that? I thought something was wrong with me too. Like, the people saying something's wrong with her and the people talking, like, they almost convinced me that something was fucking wrong with me because ain't no way you can do any of this shit, bitch. Like, how the fuck are you hearing that? And it was just happening. How are you seeing that? Why is it why is it happening to me? And then I got another message. It's happening to you because you can explain it. It's happening to you because you're going to come back from it. It's happening to you because a lot of people's minds get twisted and warped and they get stuck in this position. You can talk them people back in. You can bring them back out of that dark night of the soul. And that's why I volunteered. Because I was not going to stay in whatever darkness that was. I got fucking this to do. I got kids. I got too much stuff. And mind you, my kids is fucking grown as fuck. But at the end of the day, I know I'm the ancestor. I'm the ancestor that's going to change every fucking thing for them. So at the end of the day, I fought my ass to come back from people making phone calls online, Facebook, social media, everybody, anything I post. I got bitches fucking calling me in real life, telling me that they're watching what you're posting and they're saying that something's wrong with you. Bitch, fuck you and them. Because why is anybody feeling comfortable enough? They ain't asked me because all they had to do was go. I write very well. All the fuck they got to do, like I might and can't punctuate. I'm learning better than that. Like chat, that's another reason why I like chat. Chat actually taught me, chat leveled up my writing. Because chat, now I can actually put punctuation in the shit and chat will say your punctuation is right. But literally, these, like, yo, the amount of shit that you people, spiritual people go through during the awakening, like the ones that y'all fucking know. That's why when y'all come over here and y'all start telling me shit, I instantly believe you. Why? Because it happened to me. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I read a book about nothing. That's why I tell y'all myself, I don't give a fuck who put what in a book, because a lot of people write books, never been through shit. They just did the scientific study. Bitch, I did it. I went through it. I'm still going through it because sometimes I still question, like, what the fuck is this? Mind you, even the things with the smell and this, that, and the third, confirmation after confirmation, because I wasn't the only person that could do it. They literally did shit to each person that gave them different. And then one of the girls said, y'all, we got our superpowers. She didn't lie. She didn't lie. A lot of us are just trying to figure out how to use them. They said life is the study. Life is the study. That's why I teach Earth School. That's why we here at Earth School right now, because I don't give a fuck what they put in a book. At the end of the day, y'all see, mind you, they're proving me right, because they're showing you that they will get rid of the books. They will start to write bullshit because they need us to believe the history. Mind you, none of our books are the same. From when I went to school to now, they're starting to change the books. So why the fuck would y'all believe anything about, you know, what they're saying? It don't make no sense. Y'all already see what they do. So that's why when the people come over here talking about some, oh, well, it's this and it's from 19, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, God gave me some discernment that maybe y'all clearly don't have and need to have, because I don't give a fuck what they put in them books. I know what they do. And so do y'all. It's just a lot of y'all choose to fucking ignore the fact that I can write billions of lies in a book and somebody find it in, 2069 and they gonna swear up and down I was a fucking scholar. Meanwhile, I could have known nothing. All I did was just write down a bunch of shit. And this is what y'all do. This is what y'all believe. This is why in 2025 or 2024, 2 black girls solved the equation to the Pythagorean theorem, something that they said they couldn't solve. But mind you, 2 black girls solved it. They told y'all it couldn't be solved. All these white motherfuckers that was doing da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, these is the same people that have our books that keep trying to tell us how we got here. We evolved from fucking monkeys. Bitch, I came out the sky. Okay? Either way, take it how it resonates. So they said, doppelganger, some people awaken and they can't reintegrate back together. You damn right they can't. But mind you, I also told y'all a story that I probably shouldn't have told y'all from the beginning, but I didn't understand what was happening. But I told y'all anyway, so since I told y'all, it's already out into the universe. Mind you, as I was going through the glitch, I was talking to the entity that is me, that was inside of me, that basically negotiated with me because I was actually supposed to be dead. I heard the people, mind you, when they talk about reptilian DNA and this, that, and the third, y'all, I ain't gonna say nothing. All I'm gonna say is these people know way more than what they know. And I heard the motherfucker when they said she's not supposed to be doing that. I heard them. And then you know what somebody told me? Because I had went on a whole fast. I wasn't eating nothing because literally everything was just fucking with me. I was on water and if in fact anything, water and watermelon. That's what I was having, right? And so my body and everything was going through all these changes, this and a third. And so, because I was already out on trucking, but I had already started going through the fast. The weird part was I told nobody I was going to fast. My uncle called me out of the blue, and this is why I knew I couldn't trust none of my fucking family. My uncle called me out of the blue, and I love my uncle. My uncle, you know, will go to bat for me. But again, we're not dealing with the people. We're dealing with spiritual shit. I didn't tell anybody I was fasting but my uncle. So either they recorded the conversation, excuse me, which could be a possibility, or my uncle told. Now, why would my uncle be against me? But at that point in time, remember when I said nobody's against you, but everybody's against you? Because they will start to do shit, right? Then all of a sudden somebody knows that I'm fasting. But then I heard, because they thought that I would have, a vessel, okay? So I'm going to just say that word. They thought that I was going to do something because, again, certain energies don't understand what's happening when it happens. And so, in order to make sure that I didn't, I heard one of the, whatever that was said, you better not mess up that body. That's what they said to me. Because what they thought was that they was going to be able to get me where they were, and then they could finish whatever transformation I was supposed to go through. I ran. I went to work. I never stayed where they thought I could stay, or they thought I was staying. Mind you, God, the whole entire time, and I don't know if I recorded like some of the things, and I think I did. I think I might have done them in shorts. I would wake up where I would fall asleep at. It would be fucking cold. And this is how I could tell y'all that my kids, everybody will tell you, I keep my house on hell. They say that, like heat hot. As I was going through that transformation, and even still now, some days, it is like, I was butt naked in freezing cold weather, and I felt nothing. I'm not a cold nature anything. But for some reason, I was switching over to, like, I'm naked in sub-zero weather. And if anybody ever slept in a truck overnight and anywhere that's cold, y'all know how the inside of them trucks, how cold they get. Said I turned around and put my foot on them, no compromise. You know how cold it gets in a cab of a truck when, yes, and they got it right. They said DNA recalibration. That's what it was. They was upgrading me. Like, literally, I was getting upgraded. And it was almost like they stuck me in a freezer. That's when I knew that something, like, as you would think that I would know, basically talking to the whatever that was or whatever it is. No, that wasn't the problem. It didn't ring to me until it was that, because I wasn't cold and I should have been frozen, but it was almost like that was where I belonged, and it was weird. But either way, it was also as beautiful as it could get. They said Dark Night of the Soul is integration of your, listen, mind you, I told y'all, like, it's a video. I got an orange hoodie on. Y'all, I will never forget it, because I swear to God, I wanted to take this video down so many times because you could tell something was wrong. Like, I was, like, traumatic, right? And mind you, it's embarrassing because I'm not a person, like, I do shit online, but I'm not a person that wanted to ever, like, go through any of that online at all, period. So every time I see the fucking video, I swear it cringes my body and my, like, everything in me, right? Because how it started, I got fairy dust sprinkled on me. Like, literally, that's how I woke up. And it was like God saying, wake up. I need you to wake up now. But mind you, when I woke up then, I just was never the same. Like, I just, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I do kind of like miss who I was before, you know, going through all of this stuff, because it's very much fucked up when you instantly, like, I don't see this anymore. The minute something happens, I see all of it. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it's ignorance is definitely bliss, but one of the things that I can tell you that is very much important for anybody that goes through anything remotely anywhere like this, right? Don't ever let your innocence be taken. Like, that's one of the biggest things that I still love about myself. And I still love that, you know, God didn't like strip me of that, because it's like, you can see when you have faith and you can see the world as new. So that's what kept the innocence, that spark in me. Like, that's why when y'all hear me say, I just got here, I know a lot of people don't understand what I mean by that, but I literally just got here. And so me just getting here, and somebody else might look at it, because I feel like I hear somebody saying, it's like split personalities. That was the first time when I ever really felt whole. Like, everything was important. Everything was important, and now I feel whole. It's almost like the parts that I was missing have found me, and I love our journey. So I definitely love our journey. I never needed anything outside of me to fight for me, because I always been the fighter. I'm the oldest daughter, so I always been the fighter. I never needed anybody to fight for me outside of that. But when you go through that, and everybody, and I don't give a fuck, everybody. I had one person that was with me right here. If it wasn't for my son, I probably would have died. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And the funny part even about his story is, he wasn't supposed to be here. So I did everything I could. And mind you, the funny part is the person that was attacking me at the time when this time is the person that I had asked to help me get rid of my, you know, what was happening. And he fought through hell and high water to help me. And if God had have allowed him to me to get rid of him, I wouldn't have ever made it. I wouldn't have, and mind you, I kept telling y'all even in the process, I got stuff from when I was 20 and I knew I wasn't supposed to be here. I kept renegotiating my death date with God. Like, I knew I wasn't supposed to make it past 20. I made it on my 20th birthday. I renegotiated with God and asked God for 20 more years, thinking that 40 was okay. But then after that, because when I got to 40, mind y'all, I wrote this, every single thing I'm telling y'all, there's an old note, if y'all can find it, where Facebook used to have a place where you could put notes and letters and things of that nature. If y'all can find that, because I know it still has to exist, because I wrote in it. I put the letter that I negotiated with God in that area. I literally wrote. And then on this lifetime, after when I went through that glitch, is when I started getting shown other stuff, and not one lifetime that they showed me did I ever make it past 40. And y'all will hear me also when I'm saying this is the oldest I've ever been. And literally, this is the oldest I've ever been of anyone that I've met of me so far in any of these timelines. Because I didn't had like past life, you know, shit pop up. And one time I died of some type of plague bullshit. One time I died because one of the bitches that was my husband's bitch fucking poisoned me. Like, they showed me, I got shot one time. I ended up in an accident another time. So they then showed me a couple different timelines. Mind you, as they showed them to me sometimes, like even on this timeline, I have to be careful on this timeline because I got shown that I got shot again. Mind you, when I got shot, I was standing beside the nigga that we was putting together the fucking outhouse that's in the back, and I'm standing there, and instantly my body jerks because somebody walked up on me and shot me. mind you, none of this is happening at the time, but my body literally lunged forward as if I got hit, and I felt the fucking bullet hit me in the back of the head. I died in a car crash one time. The crazy part about the car crash is, for some reason, I feel like that happened on this timeline. But during that car crash, I feel like the car crash had to happen. Mind you, it wasn't a car crash. It was a truck accident. And this one is crazy because you know how people keep saying in 2020, they think all of us, you know, and that was where the problem is. But something happened. I remember very clearly, I was riding in the back of the truck. Somebody else was driving. And for some reason, this is during the same time when I made a phone call and everything else, but something about that night is wrong. So that actually happened, and I don't know like why they showed me that, but when I made that phone call, something had already been fucked up in the timeline, y'all. Stuff is not right. Don't be dismayed to an illusion full of burning curiosity. Be mindful. Chat, be you the best you that you. Yeah, hello. What if the third version mindset is a generational construct, but our awakened being is our true selves? Well, this is the thing, because to me, I feel like this timeline has given us the best one. And that's why I said it's kind of fucked up that a lot of the stuff is happening, but this is how we get to the truth. And so when you can appreciate and you can accept the truth, it's okay. But mind you, the other thing is this. I have to be mindful of who I am. I tell people all the time, I can absorb other people's energy. I know that for a fact. And so if somebody comes into my energetic field, it could be something that I've never even done before, but instantly I can absorb it from somebody else and then I can do it. How that came about, don't really know. But I know for a fact that it's true because I've seen myself do it multiple times, right? So it also is a thing. When certain people are connected to you, this is why I tell a lot of y'all not really understanding how you meet somebody and it feels like you've known them for forever or they're tied to you. Sometimes it's just for a teach and not touch moment. Like, all of us do. I'm talking to somebody over here on thing, but all of us do. It's just the things that we tap into. And then, so it's a thing like, you know, so, cause again, there's still some truth in the lie, and in the Bible, there's still some truth in the lie. So it talks about your gifts and your talents. So in the Bible, it says when God gave the people the gifts and talents, the people that used them, he multiplied them. The people that didn't use them, he took them. But on this realm, they don't want you using gifts and talents because of the fact that they want to keep you disconnected. And so, like I had said to the people before, mind y'all, if y'all remember me telling you a couple days ago, about a week ago, I said the witches are in trouble. And then right behind that, I brought to y'all a video yesterday that I said they're about to start their witch hunts. Excuse me, because they don't like being exposed. And so the crazy part about exposure is the people who have nothing to worry about and they don't care about giving you, you know, conversation are going to be attacked by the people who have done the most horrible, vile things because they want to cover up the most horrible, vile things. So what they do is now they say that you are the problem. You're whatever you are, you know, witchcraft or da-da-da-da-da is however they'll frame it, but not really understand it. That's why, have y'all not been hearing me ask y'all, if God showed up right now, would y'all know who God is? I've been asking that for a reason. Not because, you know, I just like to play 21 questions. I'm asking y'all that for a reason. Now, y'all can pick up what I'm putting down, but do y'all not see how everything is being shown and everybody's being tested? When I sent someone trying to absorb my energy, reroute the energy and shut it off. But see, that's the thing. I can pick up your energy. Once you came in here, it instantly happened. Like, it instantly just happens. And so I could choose, because later on, I'll be doing some shit. It happens all the time. And I'll figure out that, okay, well, this is new. Or you doing this? Like I said the other day, I'm notorious for making sure that, you know, things are in order, this, that, and third. But also the reason why they're doing that, because I had to come to the conclusion and figure out why. So apparently I'm collecting people as well. And so what happens is this. They'll start showing me something, I'll start doing something. I'll go on the internet and I'll start, surfing the web, right? All of a sudden, somebody will show up saying exactly what I said, and that's my cue. Take this person. This person is now in here because y'all, whether or not y'all realize it or not, we're being put in places. So all of a sudden you'll start to see people. I don't want to use the word hurting, because that word is different than that, but that's what it is. It is like your group. So when I said people don't realize they over here, so y'all got descendants of this people, whatever those tribes was. And so tribe being gathered. Remember, I just said that. You said it, you writing it, I'm saying it. So the tribes are actually looking for the tribes. Mind you, y'all don't even realize that y'all tribes are actually circling y'all. So social media has been the biggest way for the tribes to be able to come together faster. So I said something, Majestic Grace. What was it the other day? Because I was talking to Majestic Grace and I told her, I said, I found a person that was attached to this. That's why I know that everybody that's been attached to this channel that come here, that even though they, left and they go wherever, they're still always around here. All of the names, everybody that y'all done see me talk to and be here and they go wherever they go, guess what? They still be the fuck around here. Catherine's still around here. I see her show up the other day. Like all of the names, any name that you heard me call out is still here. They can't go nowhere. Why? All I'm doing is doing what I'm supposed to do. I show up here. I give the message. I say whatever, is supposed to be said. I go in and get, by the time I start looking, and all of a sudden this person. So whatever God is doing around that, that's above my pay grade. I ain't got why it's happening yet. All I'm supposed to do is pay attention. Like I told y'all about the loops. I've been trying to get a lot of y'all out of the loops that y'all been in for a very long time, because y'all don't see it as a loop, but it's a fucking loop. Hi, my name is... what? Okay, I like that. All right, so listen, look at this. And y'all tell me what y'all see. Because this confused me, but, and tell me if y'all see this. Because a lot of strange things have been happening. Now, where we at? Right here.
Slay every
Nope.
edge.
It's this one.
This little tool right here is
Can y'all see this?
to more sculpted, glowing face. It's called
Watch this right here.
My gua sha helps reduce puffiness, sculpt my face, and boost circulation. It's like a mini spa day.
Y'all see it?
It instantly
Y'all see me look up, right? Watch.
Build up fluid.
Now, before I look up,
Right
watch.
Here's my secret to more sculpted, glowing face. It's called a gua sha.
Y'all see that? I downloaded the World School last night. You have a school. Damn, that might be turned, but the arrangement is built different with various in presentation. We give it away for free. Give what away for free? Did y'all see that? So if you go look at this video, right here, watch. When I move to this side, right here, look. Something takes and comes from up here right by my ear and goes up. And it literally is on a steady stream, like, but you can see it. You see that? If y'all can't see it, go find this video. This video is on my TikTok. And it is well, actually I can put it over there too. But anyway, something yesterday, I went to go do like this because I was doing a thing. But anyway, the thing takes and comes up above my head, like right through here. But mind you, it just takes off. But in the bathroom, when I look up, in the bathroom, 2 things had happened yesterday. One, I saw smoke. Like a wave of smoke had went up in the air. I dislike putting on mind power behind something and people can just watch and get it when I put in the time to find the coordinates. What you mean? I mean, that's what we're here for, though. Each one teach one. We're here to level up the community, the collective. So, I mean, everything, this says this shift is happening for a reason. Don't look back. Trust the path you're guiding. So whatever is going on, and I told y'all at this moment, whatever you're dealing with, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, love it. I don't sit in front of y'all a person saying that I'm perfect, and I told y'all about homelessness. I told y'all about many, many different things. I choose to be, better every day. I'm not a perfect person. But I choose every day to grow. I choose every day to learn. I choose every day to be a teacher and a student. I choose every day to learn lessons. I take every day to enjoy. And whether or not it matters or not, it took me 40-something years to get to freedom. I'm not going to be too hell-bent on trading it into the world for nothing. Like, free will is a damn thing. I found out I wasn't even using my free will to the best of my ability. So at this point, I'm using my free will to the best of my ability, and so should y'all. And finding out or trying to have somebody else take it, I'm damn sure not going to do that. So for me, the spiritual awakening was the best, but also, like I said, one of the fucking worst, because God put me through so much because of having to be able to talk about it, having to be able to, help somebody else, having to be able to understand it when somebody else shows up and they say, oh, I've been seeing this and I've been seeing that. Oh, I get it. I woke up one night and I told y'all, another story. Like, literally, my YouTube has all the stories. I woke up one night and a big ass huge, I don't know what the fuck that was. I would just have to say maybe angel energy or something, but honestly, it didn't give. The shit would have been creepy if I didn't feel the way that I felt. Anyway, when I woke up, my head, the way I was sleeping, my head would have been in this entity's lap. I move around a lot in the dark because once that whole glitch happened, I was moving around in the dark. I was sleeping in fucking freezing cold, shit. Anyway, when I woke up, I went to the bathroom. I sat on the toilet because I leave the door open so I could see my bed from, where I was. And I saw it sitting there. But mind you, I never got scared or anything. I literally got done with what I was doing. I went back and laid in the same place, but it just felt peaceful. My phone, but the thing lately is my phone, I told y'all, been telling me that I'm not where I belong at. And I also told y'all that I woke up one time and I went right back to sleep because I got told to go back to sleep because I wasn't where I was supposed to be. So even though I woke up in my house, it wasn't my house. May be weird. I may have all the problems under the sun. Somebody may say something's wrong with her, this, that, and third. Maybe. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm not here to prove to nobody nothing. I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know, and I'll say what I don't know, but I know these things happen. Why they happen to me? Again, I done had fucking sleep paralysis since I was younger. I can describe sleep paralysis. I done had something sit on my fucking bed with sleep paralysis. I done also had nothing happen with my sleep paralysis. Mind you, I was just holding my baby, protecting my baby. I could see every fucking thing around, but I couldn't wake my ass the fuck up. Wrong location, proximity matters, and people a person is around matters too. Yes, I also woke up one day and I was, not laying on my bed like I should have. And I also had a nigga never want to sleep next to me again because I floated off the fucking bed. How did it happen? I don't know, but I wish I could tap into the part of me that knows how to fly. But clearly I know how to fly if I can float. Never did that again. But whatever was happening in that state of mind you, I feel like the worst things happened to me, like sleep paralysis and shit like that. I only have it every time I'm sleeping next to a nigga. I've never had sleep paralysis laying in the bed by myself, ever. Not one time. Now make it make sense. Not one time. So either my sleep paralysis is tied to, he said he has too. Well, if they think that they can come see me and God about it, period. Why is it that I've never had sleep paralysis by myself? I've always had dreams I could fly as a child. Because guess what? If you had a dream about it, I can almost guarantee you that if you could tap into that side, people don't realize we don't even use all of our brain parts. Like, come on. Levitation is because of your frequency. Your magnetic and energy frequency of your vessel is how, yes, yep, and period. And mind you, even like my energetic frequency right now, my energy is so scattered right now that I got to figure how to bring it back into like, you know, a solid, and I'm going to just say it's only scattered only because I keep glitching shit. I glitch gas tanks. Like it keeps being a thing. I can't pump gas on the first try, but my son can. I can never pump gas on the first try. I always glitch the machine. Come in here. Like everything all this weekend, because whatever was trying to stop me, and I keep, mind you, they fuck with my phones, because I told you this phone is doing the same exact thing again. Like, and mind you, I called to the cell phone place, because again, when I was glitching, I wanted to make sure everything, because y'all shit was fucked up. This phone right here keeps going down and up like somebody's controlling the screen. This is the reason why we all have so many different phones. When you, as a spiritual person, you have more phones because you already know. You already know that this shit ain't right. Well, I actually do, and I actually always do call my energy back, right? But mind you, I know that's my energy. My energy is, like you said, it's magnetic. My energy is big. It's big like the sun. I give a lot of energy. Mind you, I came and I said the other day, I'm putting out a lot of energy. I know I'm doing that. But also, y'all, some of this shit be weird. Because if I told y'all about some of the glitches, like, you would never fucking believe me. You would be thinking like, ain't no fucking way. How about this morning, I turned off all my devices. Before I came here, I was already glitching shit. Because whatever was happening last night, my energy is already on top of whatever's happening. I turned off everything. So before I came to y'all, every one of my devices was laying down here. I literally left them and went upstairs and handled my business, because again, I'm doing fucking exercise wear today, which I'm probably get ready to set the internet mad, because, you know, some people will come to my channel like, you're not supposed to have that on because da-da-da-da. Bitch, mind your business, because whatever I'm doing is between me and God. So I'll be advertising exercise equipment today. I mean, stuff today. So this is, you know, outfits and things of this nature that I got because I'm advertising a company that has like leotards and things of that nature. I would love to advertise a Muslim wear that, or spiritual wear that covers your whole body if they actually had it. So as of now, I'm advertising who is, you know, patronizing me, because there's something that I am trying to achieve. And so I'm home. I'm not where people can be touching on me or any of that. So I will be filming what I'll be doing, and I'll be going from there. The faster the naysayers start purchasing some of that stuff, and I start being able to afford and live the way I can, then I can make decisions on what companies that I will do and won't do. So if anybody got anything to say, the link to everything that is in my store and is in the bio, you can, you know, assist in making sure that a young black girl from Dover, Delaware gets to keep her house and gets to keep her lifestyle. You ain't even got to talk to me about it. You can go do that. And then that way we'll both be happy, and I'll start getting, because even like swimsuit companies, I want one of the companies that has like the full body thing, because I was doing something in the shower and I've seen it, but again, stuff costs a whole lot of money and I got other shit to do. So, and I need a computer, right? Right now I'm on the run to get $300 something for a computer, so that way I can stream 11 on the clock, period. So I can stream on all the channels, and my computer that I'm going to get, so I need about $400 for the computer. Anyway, I've seen like the Muslim or the outfits that cover everything, like they have the arms in the swimsuits and things of that nature. So it's not even that, but it's like modesty swimsuits and things of that nature. I would love for one of them companies, you know, to do stuff for them, and also the hijabs and all that stuff. I'm homeless, trying to stay healthy and have 8 family underneath me and wanting to take inheritance from me. Yeah, people are wicked and evil right now. Like, but guess what? They're showing who they are, and it's fine. I'm new here. God bless. God bless you too. Hi, Felicia. Welcome. Felicia, you are actually a blessing. Your name is a blessing too. You know, when people was trying to say bye, Felicia, they was actually sending away their blessing, because Felicia name etymology is abundance. Okay, so don't get rid of your abundance. Don't ever say bye to Felicia. Okay, say hello to Felicia. Welcome Felicia in. Felicia is abundance. All right. You might need to go look it up, just so you know, because ever since, you know, Friday, that's what everybody say, but don't say that, because you're sending out something. Say welcome to Felicia. One, hello. What are you saying? Oh, yes. So yeah, make sure y'all know that. Yes, thank you. I felt that in my spirit when they say it. Yeah, they all they doing is sending a blessing out, sending money away, okay? So abundance away. We ain't gonna say blessings, because blessing ain't what it means. Abundance. They're sending abundance away when they say bye, Felicia. So don't say that. All right? Because here we look up shit. And I don't mind looking up something. I know people be like, well, why is she looking up words? Because you could be thinking that a person knows something, and meanwhile, they don't. We could be thinking two different words, because house could potentially mean a house, your body, a vessel. It's like ships, you know, ships sailing away, but ship is a vessel. Your body is a vessel. So not realizing we having the same conversation, but a different conversation, because what you going to think and what I'm going to think is two different things. And Chico said, Mike said, what up, Felicia, period. He said, what up to his blessing, period. What up to his abundance. What up? Definitely. So just be mindful of that. And again, we don't know everything, but there's some people who will try to act like they know everything. You need more tissue than that. I know, right? Mind you, guess what? The minute I get off here, none of this will be happening. For some reason, it is when I get here, all of a sudden, I think it's the talking and everything. So it's bringing up mucus, which is a great thing, but that's why I'm glad it is. Mind y'all, I'm working on my health, my physical health, my well-being, and everything else. She said, welcome. Hey, my brother, period. So I'm working on the inside out. So that's why I was doing, like, you know, the probiotics and things of that nature. But mind you, I'm loving the doing the sales and things of that nature, because they're giving me stuff that I actually really need. So like even my skin tone, all of that stuff. My nose is stuffy too. Mine don't never be stuffy until I sit here. Like literally I could go all day long. I can be on the other camera and everything else, but the minute I sit here, something is happening. But anyway, because I need to replace this chair too, so that might be another thing. But the shift is happening for a reason. Don't look back. Trust the path that you're being guided to. Everything that's happening, y'all, it may look a little sus, right? But just think about it. The Power of Now is important. The Power of Now is a book that I reference a lot because it keeps you mindful, which is being present, right? Because the present is the gift, right? Mind you, past, present, and future running simultaneously. So 10 minutes ago, Felicia wasn't here, but the abundance walked into the room. That was the past. She wasn't here, but now it's here, right? And present, we got to make sure that we continue to stay on the abundance, and we have to make sure that we are doing everything that we need to do. Be mindful. When I tell y'all, y'all are the new ancestors, I'm not blowing smoke up y'all ass. This is a real thing. Y'all are the people that are changing y'all lineage, because y'all are looking up. Y'all are doing the work. Y'all are getting into etymology. Y'all are changing history. Y'all are going to be the ones who leave the blueprint for the future. Hey, Lorenzo, welcome. Thank you for being here. So y'all be mindful. Oh, Lorenzo, you was already in here. You was talking to her. Okay, I got you. So y'all are it. What are y'all going to leave? What legacy, what inheritance, what gems are you going to leave? If the past, present, and future run concurrently, the awakened was always with us. We were placed under a mass spell to wipe. Which is why when I said it pissed me off, because I could see it was almost like the tarot community. What do they call it? They call it collective trauma or some type of shit. Like, but it started there. Now the religious people are going through it. So for some reason it is affecting Origin is Root though. Listen, psychosis. That's what they called it. A spiritual psychosis. But how did the spiritual psychosis move and not hit the religious psychosis? The spiritual psychosis hit 2019, 2020. The religious psychosis is now. What is the difference in the separation from religion to spirituality though? Because they called it religious psychosis when they said the rapture is happening. Mind you, the rapture is happening. Revelations is happening. The beginning and the end is happening. Noah exists. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, there is another man right now that exists in 2025. His name is Noah. He's literally building a ship right now because he's saying that God told him that a great flood is happening. So Noah, hey Demby, welcome. Thank you for being here. So what does that tell you? Slavery is coming back. Like literally everything is looping right back at the same damn time. How? That's never happened before. Why are all the loops taking place at the same damn time? Which is also a little bit alarming. And I'm going to tell you why it's alarming to me. Remember I said implosion? Because when we was talking about the giants, they asked how did they get petrified all at the same damn time? The only way that would happen was they had told you, let's go look it up, let's not lie. How would everything get petrified at the same time? I think they said it has to be a massive amount of heat. And y'all remember, what did they call it? What's the Bombay? What is it? Yeah, Bombay something. How would Pompeii? Is it Pompeii? That's where all the fire was, right? Pompeii. How would everything be petrified at the same time? All right, it says, petrified means to turn into stone. When organic material like wood, plants, and everything embodies, even bodies, is slowly replaced by minerals over time. Normally, this process takes thousands to millions of years, but for a mass purification to happen quickly, you need instant mineral saturation, extreme conditions such as volcanic. Okay, but mind y'all do remember they said all the volcanoes are now active also, and some that were dormant are now active. So it could be repeating. Volcanic or cataclysmic events. Ash, heat, and mineral-rich water could flood an area, coating everything in silica or in other materials. You want to go to the store now? A rapid burial prevents decay and allows mineral replacement to begin immediately. Silica or calcium-rich water, great flood, which we just talked about, seeps through tissue, crystallizing them into stone. In ancient cataclysms, like a massive volcanic eruption, asteroid strike, or plasma discharge event, that didn't give me the right feeling. plasma discharge event, these elements could theoretically occur simultaneously, creating what looked like an instant petrification of land. So, in ancient texts like the story of Lot's wife turning to stone, now I didn't even think to bring that there, but I typed it in chat, so chat did what it normally do. In ancient texts like the story of Lot's wife turning into stone wasn't only physical, it represents energetic paralysis. Y'all, okay, a sudden freezing of vibration when the soul turns backward towards a lower frequency or timeline. Looking back means reverting to attachment, fear, or disbelief. Turning to salt stone means energy becomes dense, immovable, crystallized, cut off from the flow of divine motion. In this light, everything being petrified at once can symbolize a collective movement of energetic stillness. When humanity or the earth itself experienced a vibration freeze like a dimensional shock wave that halted energy mid-motion. Let's see. Because that right there is ringing some alarms. So the part that says, I asked this thing, how could this happen? When humanity or Earth itself experienced a vibration freeze, like a dimensional shock wave that halted energy mid-motion. It gave me timeline shifting. Like, suppose somebody playing with the timelines did something, you know, a little tweak in between. So it's almost like, because I was listening to this thing when I was going to sleep the other day. This man said he figured out that he learned how to stop time when he was younger. And so as he got older, it, you know, became easier. He said the first time that he learned how to stop time, he was trying to steal a cookie. That's how he did it. So he was trying to steal this cookie, and when his mother caught him and he froze her, that's how he realized that he could freeze time. And then he cultivated, so he kept doing it and he kept playing with it. But then he noticed something about a shadow. His shadow did something that it wasn't supposed to do during one of the times that he froze time. So he said that he learned that when you freeze time, okay, so the fact that he was holding the cookie at the time, the cookie was made soft still. But if he wasn't holding on to it, everything would freeze. He couldn't move it. He couldn't move people. He couldn't move things. So even if there was like butterflies floating or whatever, he got picked this out of the place and put it where it was. Everything was frozen solid. Also, he couldn't restart back time, so he would go play around, you know, move around this, that, and the third, because what he noticed that was when he would freeze time, it wouldn't really corrupt time that much. Like, it would be only like a couple minutes or whatever. But to him, it would be like hours. But he said one day he got caught doing something, and he said his clothes would be able to move. He was able to move. Nothing else around that was able to move, and nothing else could be able to be put anywhere. But somehow this shadow started doing something that it wasn't supposed to do, which this is how he started making note that this wasn't right. Anyway, he ran off. He was playing. He was doing something. He noticed the shadow. He got scared. So he tried to turn back, put time back, but he had to run to where he was, where he started first. And somehow it was creating some havoc or something because the shadow was doing something weird. Anyway, by the time he got to where he was supposed to be at in unfreeze time, he said he never did it again because I just tapped 369 times when I stopped tapping, period. 369. All right, so we're manifesting something because literally that's the thing. And be mindful, we manifest through chaos, but also something being reset. But that's also like shit being reset. I don't know why. So we're going to skip that because now they want me to tell y'all this. 12 twin. So this look like a goalpost. All right. So either the goal is being moved up or the goal is being moved back. But anyway, it's a mirroring energy. So observe, don't absorb, but we're absorbing. So this one's watching this one, this one's watching this one, but it's doing a wave back and forth in between, right? Because again, Vesica Pisces, everything happens in here, in the middle part, right? This part right here, right? So we're here. So everything is going to happen in this part. All right. So we have two twins. Twin, where have you been? This me, this them. I'm older. They're younger. They had locks when they was young. I have locks now. So they did that first, but I was here first. I had a double wide before them because I was here, but then they ended up with a double wide. This person, this me. I went through a divorce. This person's going through a divorce. This person tried to take everything from me in the divorce. This person's going to take everything from them in the divorce, or try. They got shot. I felt the shot. So technically, I didn't get shot. I felt the shot, but they got shot. They have a leg problem. I feel the leg problem. They hurt their arm. My arm is hurting. Their arm is hurt, but I felt the pain. It's like husband and wife. So it's an energetic connection or something, because whatever energy is happening here. So this person works out, I get the results. This person fat, they calling everybody else fat. Meanwhile, they looking at fat because they fat. Okay, period. But when they start doing what they supposed to do, it affects everybody. So all the energy is doing this in the mist, right? But it's the waves and the way the thing ripples or something. So you have to be mindful that we don't even exist on the same timeline. This person exists elsewhere. I exist here. And so it's something about a car, because the accident, it was them. I felt the accident, I died. So apparently we died at the same time. Which is weird because again, I'm older, but we're still living the same exact things. So whereas this person thinks that because I'm older, this person thinks they're smarter, but they don't realize they're actually behind because I'm older. It looks like to them that I'm behind because they had locks. I have them now. So it's almost like we're doing this thing. It's not trading of the energy. It is, we're doing this thing. But anyway, I got a feeling because I needed Jess and I asked for Jess. Mind you, Jess, where the fuck is your ass at? Because I asked for you at the beginning. Because I need for her, because I can't say it. I already said it. They're going to think I did it if I don't get somebody else to say it. And I didn't do it. It's just happening. And the only reason why they would think that I did it is because, again, I don't know, people weird. And maybe they may have good reason to think that I did it, but I didn't do it. I promise you I didn't do it. Whatever is happening, it's just happening. Jessica, where are you at? Why is your page like this? And I only have to get her to say it because she knows. We already talked about it. Because, again, whatever's happening, I can't be the messenger of it. I think it's more of the proof that it was already given beforehand is what the issue is. So maybe it just might be, you know, if somebody is needing documentation of something, it's like school. You ever needed paperwork from school and they tell you that it has to be sent directly from the school? You can't, because you could still bring it, but you know what I'm saying? All right, I need your help. Where you at? It has to be untainted. I guess that's because maybe they might think that you might do something to it, although you know what your grades are, but I don't know. So I told her I need her help. I'm asking if she's available. Because for some reason it seems to be important because we circled right back to it because I said it earlier. Live will end in 5. Why y'all trying to end my live? I'm right here. Back it up. Why are you saying you're unable to verify if I put it in the right spot? All right, so if I can get her to give the message, period. Thank you. Okay. Somebody said they coming right now. But anyway, Nook! Ramir! Come here. Never mind. I'll do it. Never mind, because I might need to tell him something else shit. But it's the guys. As soon as I get her on the phone, y'all, I'm going to come back because I feel like it needs to be told. The message got to be given. Y'all hold on 1 minute, please and thank you. Nothing, I got it. It's a guy outside. He get ready to get this book bag. Oh, shit. You want to come talk to my people real quick?
You want to talk about a military bag?
Yeah. Well, how you see that?
You showed me it before. You got a pink one and a military one.
Oh. Y'all give me 1 second. We'll be right back with you. I ain't gonna be gone too long. So we are back, right? But let me tell y'all. So I just had to go through and do the fastest fucking sweep through of my life. Mind you, because y'all, guess what? So the man that just came, he was coming for a book bag, right? A tactical book bag that I had. But mind you, he just now told me that he was getting the book bag because he's helping this lady on the side of the road that he done seen her sleeping and she got a tent. But I told him, I said, because I started giving him all this other stuff, blankets and some other shit, some t-shirts and shit that I had that I just gave him to him for free. But literally, if he had told me that it was for a lady, it's cold outside. I could have went through all my clothes, coats, everything, and went on ahead and gave this lady, like, you know, some nice stuff. So I told him, I said, if he does it again, or if he goes over there, he said, because she was sleeping in her tent, and so he's getting her a new tent. Y'all, I love the way that the community is showing up for everybody. Like, and because people don't have to do anything. But I love how everybody's showing up. There's a reason why specific people are giving specific messages to give, even if another fucks up on it. It's the design and architect purpose. And that's a fact, because guess what? Many people will get the message. Majestic Grace, I sent you something the other day because we was talking about cartoons of that nature. Mind you, this is also God showing us that they're trying to get to, you know, the children, giving them some, you know, good stuff growing up. When I was growing up, I got He-Man and G.I. Joe. Now you know, and the more you grow, after every thing that happened, they gave you a scenario, they gave you something positive, something to put out into the world. Mind you, excuse me, mind you, she got given that, I got given that, another person got given that, some more people got given it, and whether or not everybody's going to be able to, you know, follow through or put it, some people may not even listen, okay? So that's another thing. Some people may not even listen, but some people will hear the message, put it out into the universe, and now we're here. Mind y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't even know who be watching y'all at any given time. Any of y'all that may have platforms, any of y'all, and they could just be out in society, right? Because not for nothing, the other day I posted something, right? I told y'all I had sent a message to Kevin Gates, right? I showed, it was a video that he did that he was washing this dude's shoes, right? And so I tagged his name and I posted a video. Mind you, I just put hearts there because that was a beautiful thing, right? That he was doing, right? It was humbling, very much humbling. Like, I can wash your shoes. I respect you, da-da-da-da-da. And mind you, I love that for him. Either way, y'all know I be cussing this nigga out even on the sidelines, right? Anyway, long story short, after I did that tag, now I got blue check marks all over the place watching my channel. I sent it to my brother, but mind you, I sent him one picture because it was this person and then this person. One of these people I actually know. I don't know them, but I know them enough because when social media first started popping, these are one of the first people that was literally in the flow of, you know, so blue check. But after that, it's confusing me because, like, I be thinking I'm this, like, you know what I mean? Very, like, a blip on the scene because literally my little channel, I love it here. Y'all may love it here. You know, we talk about a lot, and which is great because it's warm and it's comfortable here. So, you know, it's quaint. But mind you, where the fuck is these people coming from? And who, like, how, and mind you, they're not just watching one or two things. Like, they're literally watching my shit. I ain't said nothing to nobody. I'm just looking. But this is another thing where just showing me, like, we may think that we're this or very minute on the scale of, you know, the grand scheme of things. There's billions of people in this world. Why has now certain energies have taken something for me? Ain't nobody said nothing to me. I ain't said nothing to them. I don't even know if they know that I'm watching, that they watching me. But they watch all my stories. What is God about to do? What is God showing? Because to me, like when I said something to my brother about the first thing that I sent, thank you so much. When I said something to my brother, you know, about it from the beginning, He was like, you know, maybe they just want to work with you or something. Maybe they're just checking you out or, you know, whatever. But they're still here. And again, it's only been a couple days because I just did this, but I noticed that something came from that. Mind you, I didn't tag Kevin Gates 9 million times because, you know what I mean, regardless of the fact, nigga, I didn't tag him 9,000 times. It don't never, you know, matter anything because he never says anything to anybody. But literally, he just does weird shit behind the scenes. He don't say nothing to me, but then he'll go post some shit that he heard what the fuck I said. So, you know, we got that going on. Either way, long as he heard it, long as he posts like he heard it, I don't give a damn. But where is the other people coming from? Where did these niggas come from? And how? Who said what that made them come look at it? Because I didn't tag them. I tagged him. So where did the other people come from? And I'm only saying that because he said, for real, I think it's going to snowball. Because one, it's like almost like y'all don't know. You do one thing, you know, out of sure whatever it is, and then something else happens. Like, I don't know what gets put in the system. Like, if God says, okay, if this person ain't gonna do it because this person's this, then okay, I'm gonna send some other people to do, you know, yada yada yada, or for this to be put wherever it's gonna put. I don't know. All I know is I you know, snapped it and I sent it to my brother. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, where are they coming from, and why are they here? Because like I said, one of them, we know who it is. I know who that person is. Either way, life is what it is. The shift is happening for a reason. Don't look back. Trust the path you're being guided to. It's happening the way it's happening. Whether or not we know it, whether or not we understand it, whether or not, you know, God is intentional. God is very much intentional. And some things that you may not, you know, deem as important now could be important later. And you know the other thing that I also need to tell y'all, because this keeps ringing true too. You know, a lot of us are way ahead of our time. A lot of us are way ahead of our time. So it's almost like you don't get credit for the things that you're doing now. You could be advanced and, you know, everything else that you do way ahead of what, you know, gets done. But mind you, it won't pop until then. And mind you, now they on you 10 levels ahead of that. But mind you, you went too fast. You didn't go too fast, but you're before they came about. So it's a weird thing that I'm starting to even notice even about that. Like, our group seems to be out here instead of, you know, and I wonder what that is for all of us, because sometimes to us, it feels like we don't get acknowledged or recognized for shit that we may have been a trailblazer at. But meanwhile, somebody that just came in doing it gets recognized. Mind you, I did that already. That's old to me. Like, now I'm way the fuck over here trying to do this, but now again, that's going slow because you're too advanced. So just for the ones that keeps happening to, know and understand that eventually everything comes full circle and you do get credit for everything that you have done, even in the system that you thought you wouldn't get credit for. But you are definitely advanced. Why some of us are moving like that? Again, above my pay grade, but talk to God about it. But I'm sure y'all noticed it. So if you ever notice that about yourself, it's okay. It is okay. So with that being said, I'm going to go and thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for waiting for me, because that was a good story to even know. I told that man is even doing that. But I wish he would have let me know, because I could have got jackets and everything. It's fucking cold outside. And so I gave what I could give that was right in there. It was only t-shirts and things of that nature. But if, you know, he had to let me know that we doing, like, I got tents and everything. So, and not for nothing, I could have gave away a tent. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm asking God to pay a whole damn mortgage off. So who am I to not give away anything that I got while I'm asking God to pay off a mortgage? You see what I'm saying? Please and thank you. And mind you, that reminds me, I'm about to work on that today, because I haven't been actually promoting my GoFundMe like I should, for it to get to where it needs to get to, because, and I'm a little bit behind on that, I feel. But, you know, God does what God does. Either way, I'm going to be working on some exercise, workout, clothes and some other shit. If y'all see them, and y'all can look at them, please do. If there's anything in my store that y'all see and y'all purchase, and thank y'all to whoever's been purchasing, because somebody purchased yesterday, and I don't know what they purchased because I ain't look at the thing, but anyway, it's everything in there. Towels, toothbrush, shit that y'all need just for general GP. Please and thank you. I love y'all and go with God, and see y'all back shortly. Oh shit, we at 39,000 also. Oh, hold on, let me see who said what. What's that? What you said? I'm gonna look today. And please and thank you, because literally I got everything. Mind you, I can send y'all the link for my Amazon store too. So I got everything up. I got my TikTok shop, and I got the other thing for y'all other platforms. My Amazon thing is up there. And mind you, the links are in the bio. So if you see the bio, the links are there to my Amazon store. And I think TikTok just got Amazon too. So either way, I got general stuff in there, tissues, paper towels, hand towels, toothpaste, soap, general shit, hair shit. I ain't go too crazy with it. I'm giving y'all what I use. I'm giving y'all shit that I done tried. I'm giving y'all stuff that, you know, because I ain't trying to be too much of a salesman out this bitch, but I'm doing what I'm doing. Either way, if I got it, you got it. It's going to be right on there. All right? So, there's that. See y'all, love y'all, and thank y'all. And Twitch, we going to have to figure out what y'all going to do, because I need to keep y'all on, but literally, I got to get some more folks over there. Oh, shit.